Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
The GoreCast is brought to you by American Horrors, the greatest uncut horror channel in the world. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all horror. As well as the Station of Decapitation Without Your Head.
America's longest running horror channel, www.withoutyourhead.com.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What's up, Gorecasters? Welcome back here to the Gorecast with me, Johnny Deadly, and all of the rest of the Gorecast things as I roll down here really quickly and make sure audio is working because it hasn't been fucking doing it for the last week. Fuck you, fucking driver updates. Hey,
Yeah,
do you like the new
audio
corrugated metal sign thing that I did, Rochi? I tried to get rid of your OCD, except I left this obnoxious, weird little piece of dirt right in the middle by myself and Giz's noses there. I just thought I'd point that out before we go in the show.
You're not going to use the checkerboard Katie did?
No, because that was annoying too many people. But Roshi was the one that started this fucking slew of annoyances. So, personal. We have actually, will you guys talk for a second?
Yeah, we have a smorgasbord of news. That's probably not even a word. That's how much news.
No. Smorgasbord is a word. It's British people get assimilated and then they come after you.
You were giving out about my checkerboard thing, Rochi. Saying, if memory serves me correctly, it said
we have so
OCD.
much news. The British will be coming after us,
which is why I left. Oh, you can't see my mouse, but there's this weird.
I am not even quite sure how that links together, but all right.
Which
I don't know either.
All of our news,
and as my drink gets emptier and emptier, I will still not know.
He said we had so much news.
I like how Buzz has decided to use a green glass bottle, by the way, which now it makes it weird. Like there's this weird invisible.
Pick it up again.
Let me see. His head.
Oh, that's great.
It's just a logo.
Okay,
it's just a logo.
Cool.
That's all it is.
Floating logo.
He's drinking ghost beer.
It's good. I didn't decide to. It's just what was in the
ghost
fridge.
beer of Christmas present.
My brother's like, I don't want regular Heineken. I want Heineken Light. And then I said,
Buzz,
you pansy.
Buzz, just be grateful it's the ghost beer of Christmas present, not the ghost beer of Christmas past, or they're probably gone off by now.
True.
Right. Anyway,
okay.
We have fucking Jesus Christ. We have a fuckload of news for you tonight. I'm going to probably need assistance with this. Evil Dead Rise. Bruce Campbell's let out, spilt the beans about what the plot is, and it's dark as fuck. We're going to be talking about that. A guy smuggled some memory keys with Squid Games, the famous Netflix series, into Korea and has been sentenced to death. We're definitely going to talk about that.
As he should be.
Yeah, I'm not even taking the piss.
No,
not even taking the piss.
Like,
the Peta have unintentionally, they intentionally made these faux human-like skin leather jackets a la Texas Chainsaw Massacre
awesome.
To try and shock people into being like, would you use human skin to make a leather jacket? And I won't lie to you, if it turns out like that, probably, because it's a cool-looking jacket.
Oh yeah.
I wear that. That's not just a special occasion jacket. I wear that to the shops. I'd go to mass in it.
Did
It's
you
just
see
good
I'm
times.
throwing that on mail.
It is.
looks
Is
so
that my
sick.
Auntie Mary's face?
It's a
on your
conversation
jacket?
starter.
It is. And now you're going to be part of the jacket.
Oh,
Yes, it is. Yeah.
do you want to know
Kinda
something?
get a whole family
if I
theme
thought of it,
going
I
on
would have
here.
sent you a picture of Fabius Boyle with his fantastic transcend of a human face, basically trench coat that he's made from all of his kills.
Very good. I'm
Very
officially
stylish.
going to dub you the "If I Thought of It" guy, because you have all these great ideas, but it's always live on air.
Yeah, because like that's how inspiration works sometimes. Thoughts just pop into my head.
Why don't you do what I do and just take a shit and just get all your inspiration out there?
Because then I'll forget everything. Because that's usually like what
You
I
bring
do.
a notepad, numbnuts.
Oh.
Yeah, or your phone. Yeah, well, his phone can't
I bring
take
my
notes.
phone and watch
His
you
phone
guys.
can barely
Honestly,
take calls currently,
honestly,
let alone
No, no,
notes.
no.
Honestly, I'm a
No,
traditionalist.
Buzz takes his phone to the bathroom so he can say hi to us when he's not on the show.
I'm a traditionalist. I bring a book.
Yeah.
A book. If you bring a notepad and a pen, that's a book waiting to be
I
written. So write
probably
your
have
fucking
had-
ideas down and let me know before we're live on air. Moving on.
Not all of
where
us
the fuck
get
was
out.
I? Peta house. There we go.
Yep. Picture.
Wormwood Sequel finally got announced. Myself
Yeah.
and Giz have been waiting. I
Finally.
cannot describe how
Oh.
long for that to happen.
Too long.
We're going to be talking about that.
Hulu's got a new documentary crime thing.
Yeah, Hulu's got it. There's some ghosts and crime, and Hulu are discussing it. The Chucky TV series is after getting renewed for a second season
Yep.
before the final
We have a
episode
movie
is even
about it.
aired. Go Chucky. Do you know why? Because it's fucking good. That's why. There's an advent
We
calendar
have an
movie
advent
coming
calendar movie
out. And if you've
coming
ever
out
wanted a
in
large
couple
angry
days.
Krampus
This
of
Thursday.
your own, non-lethal, presumably. I haven't read the article, to be honest, so I'm not exactly sure. It could
Oh,
be
it's
lethal. I
sick,
don't know.
dude.
But you can do that now this
Bill will
Christmas,
kill you.
where you can have your own Christmas Krampus. Or Krampus Christmas, whichever way you want to look at it.
We also got some.
Oh yeah, Nicolas Cage
Nicolas
is doing a movie
Cage
where he's
news.
finally the Dracula. He's Dracula. That's it. It's Dracula, and it's going to be amazing.
Dracula.
In a movie called Renfield, if memory serves me correctly. Presumably not
We
about
also-
Dracula, but about his little
We also
servant.
Yes.
We also have the Devin Sawa piece.
Yeah, North
where he
Korea
teamed up
Cinema
with,
Reaper. Also, welcome to the chat. Actually, we should do that before we move on as well. Rochi, welcome to the chats. Bill, welcome to the chats.
Rochi,
Cinema
how you
Reaper,
doing?
welcome
Hey,
to the. That'll do. That's it.
Reaper.
Hello, all. How are we now? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of it, isn't it? Devin Sawa's doing some Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing.
Scrolling through.
He's teaming up with the makers of Texas Chainsaw.
Close
That's
enough.
the last one.
That'll do.
Yep.
Yeah. He's
But
in everything.
that is
now.
all of our pieces.
Devin Sawa. You can't turn around in the horror industry without seeing Devin Sawa in something all of a sudden.
Okay, but you know what?
I'm not even
liking
angry.
Right, I'm liking the resurgence.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. I liked it.
Kind of like, where was he all this time kind of shit.
Yes. What will be our first newsy bits? Who wants to go? Who wants to go? Who wants to go? Hey, who wants to go? Yeah.
Hey,
I-
Buzz.
Good.
Huh?
I was going to say,
But
Wait,
my story's
did
first, isn't it?
Sorry. Did you
I'll
do
go
this?
with the
Sorry,
advent
can I ask a
calendar.
question? Did you do this thing where you've organized what order the things are supposed to be while I was not at the fucking computer? Okay.
Well, number one,
No.
yes, but I took your lead. Hey, give me the shit that it's in the order because that's how I got the pictures. So I always write the news down in that order because that's how you always liked it, sir.
Oh.
Okay, so is there an order to the news bits? I didn't think
Carter.
there was.
Oh no,
I guess
Yeah,
Carter
whatever.
has an order.
Okay. So so it's not just me. So the only one who has an order to the news bits is Carter currently. Is that correct?
no,
I guess. I think he's going from when they were
Oh,
delivered. So
oh,
first to
alrighty.
bottom
First
is
to
I think
bottom.
what he was
All
doing.
right, I can just go to sleep for fucking an hour or so. All right, I'll catch you later.
Well, first to the last.
no, because
That's
you were
normally
talking about
how it
that's
goes.
how you always had the pictures already
I
lined
just-
up.
No, that's fine. That's cool. I don't even need to clock in for about a good 60 minutes, I'd say. I'm just gonna prepare for some raucous Johnny. They're all at the end.
You got a story somewhere.
Ish.
Well, then
You
take
know
a
what?
break. You always
You're right.
say you're doing so much.
wait, hang on. Before you do, put up the picture for the story.
Advent calendar. Girl
Yeah, I know.
with
Fuck.
knife in hand and some blood on her face.
5-minute break didn't even happen.
Okay. So, guys, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, especially
lashing outside.
There's snow on the ground.
Not in Ireland,
in my neck of
buddy.
the woods.
All right.
In Ireland, it's been solid rain all day. Oh,
well, maybe that's, I don't know. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in certain spots, but not everywhere. Tomorrow is December 1st, so that means if you would normally do an Advent calendar, it would be the first day of your Advent calendar. And guess what? There's a movie about an Advent calendar.
There could be a movie about an
This
Advent calendar. I was
Thursday.
like, of all the festive utilities, that's the one that never gets enough shout-outs in the horror industry.
Right. You always see them in movies. You never see them
really
like
doesn't.
productively doing
It
damage
really
or
doesn't.
some shit.
And
Oh,
I think
this is
this
gonna
one's
be gruesome.
French. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
French. It's from France.
I'm okay with that.
It's got words on the bottom that
those
you
are
have
called
to read
subtitles.
if you don't speak French. So,
I'll just get my pappy
Okay.
to read them to
Thank
me. I
you.
don't need to know.
so
The famous
You read me a
bedtime story
bedtime
of the
story?
Evil Dead.
So, in the movie The Advent Calendar, we have Ava, an ex-dancer who is now using a wheelchair and unable to walk. Because it doesn't say why, but I'm assuming
Well,
she
I feel there's going to be some
lost
shock
the use of her
reason that
legs.
happens.
That's normally what happens.
Just super lazy. I mean, there are those two.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be something stupid.
Right.
Like, yeah, I would say, like, she's probably
feel
not crippled,
due
she's
to the
just
fact
lazy.
that this is a French
She just-
horror movie that you're
just
going to be
sits down
made
and-
regret those fucking words when you finally see it. It's going to be like, oh
Oh,
Lord,
dude,
she
you'll
did
probably
deserve
like
it.
a
Oh
horrid
God,
ordeal.
oh God.
Yeah. So, so when her friend Sophie gives her an old wooden antique Advent calendar before Christmas, she realizes each window contains a surprise that triggers repercussions in real life. Some of them are good, but most of them are bad. Really bad. I'm just... Now Eva will choose between getting rid of the calendar or walking again. Even if it causes death and destruction to everyone she holds
I don't know.
close
I mean,
and dear.
Sorry, hang on a minute. So she gets gifted a calendar, and if she gets
Right.
rid of the calendar she was just gifted, she gets the use of her legs back.
Yes.
If she keeps the calendar, she gets the use
Oh,
of her
it's the
legs
other way
back.
around.
Gotcha.
The
Okay.
calendar is...
But there's going to be
yes.
harm to those around her. She
So,
gets to walk
yes.
at the ass end.
Willkommen
Or
to
she
the
gets rid of
Jackson,
it, keeps
Katie.
in the
How are
wheelchair.
you?
Hi, Katie.
Hard fucking
So I saw
call.
the trailer. It seems that she kind of becomes unstable from the trailer. And possibly kill somebody, because in the picture she's holding a knife. We don't know who she's killing. She could be killing a bad guy,
to, like,
or
off
she could be the
everybody.
bad guy.
It's
Razor Ramon.
But she gets to walk away when it's all done. Huh.
Yeah.
You-
Well,
Can
I guess
can
we'll
I-
have to find out.
Can I just
Because
say
December
something
2nd is
on
when it comes
cinematic-
out, which is Thursday.
just for film knowledge and things like that. You know it's not
Good.
Razor Ramon that said, I'm the bad guy, right? You know it's Tony Montana, right?
Yes, I just... You know what?
When everyone wanted to be like, that's
In my
me,
world, the
that's bad
WWE
guy."
created everything.
Whoa.
And
Sorry, what?
Oh. Okay, so yeah. Me and Gibbs both were like, take a breath.
What did you say?
you know what is even worse? When
Yes.
they brought fake Razor and he sucked balls.
Sorry, my
He
Oma
was
actually
chubby and
came
he
out
was
of me
not Scott Hall.
there. Actually, I think you're talking shit. That is not from Razor Ramon. Actually, Razor Ramon is literally Tony Soprano, or not Tony Soprano, Tony Montana in underpants. That's all he is.
Yeah, I know.
He is like,
Off of
the entire character is Tony Montana. Just in underpants.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Advent calendar It arrives
Oh,
on
Bad then.
Shudder,
Okay, so
December
day off.
2nd.
That's cool.
which is Thursday.
That's
I'm
what's
curious.
Lost in Space season 3. I knew there was something.
What?
Oh shit! Seriously, dude, I've been waiting for so much shit to fucking come out.
What's in
Oh,
season 3?
Hello?
What happened? What?
Lost in Space.
I guess my comment.
It was when Buzz was on about the
My
December
comments
1st, or just
triggered
tomorrow. I was like,
other-
there's something supposed to be coming out on December 1st that I wanted to watch. What was it? And then finally I remembered. Season 3 of Lost in Space.
Danger.
Dude, I've been waiting for that shit to drop for I don't know how long now.
2 years.
God, has it been that long already?
No, not that one.
No,
the one that
that's-
stars Matthew
They did
Perry
it
from
three
Friends.
series.
Yeah, number
Oh.
one.
Or that's Matt LeBlanc, not
Matthew
Matthew
Perry
Perry.
was in
Wrong
Day of the
Matt.
Triffids.
I was really getting into that series, and like
Yeah.
everything got locked
He was
up and
Chenandler
shut
Bond.
down.
No, I'm not
so-
thinking of Matthew Perry either. I'm thinking of Luke Perry. Poor Chenandler. Poor Chenandler.
Oh my
Daddy
god!
Show a can.
Chenandler Bong.
I'm not going to say. I hope you don't. I
Getting
hope you're
mistook
supposed
for
to just say
everybody.
daddy and not say
Oh!
that other way that you're supposed to say daddy, because I'm not saying that.
Okay, see, I had to type out the whole thing because I wasn't going to say hi, daddy. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Like I abbreviate so much shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, not this time.
Strange sexual perversions have made that
Right.
sentence
Right.
unusable
Like,
now.
no, we're not this time.
My fault. Sorry about that.
Like when I eventually have kids, if they ever call me daddy, I'm going to be like, no. It's father, papa,
It's father.
You go, dad, but yeah, like,
elder.
yeah.
Please.
You know, oh wise one. I'm okay with oh wise one.
Hey,
you know,
you. I mean,
just
Even answered a hole.
No.
So like,
weird
Javis.
kinky bastards
Yes.
have ruined the word daddy for me. It's just,
Sorry.
it's not just you. It's the world. It's literally the world.
with the world.
oh, it's him. It's him.
Daddy Deadly.
It's him. I think he's ruined a lot of things for me. If we're being real right now. I'm gonna
No.
shoot from the yes. You.
Buzz,
Daddy,
you
I'm
have-
talking.
Nope.
It's mainly
Nope.
the world that ruined Daddy for me.
I don't get it. The minute you start
So,
calling
yeah.
you daddy's like, what
Um,
am I? Like, what is it? I'm supposed to be banging my daughter now? Is that the thing? Because I'm not cool with that, if that's all right. That's on my
Right.
check. That's not okay.
It's a dominance thing.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still not okay.
Oh, there hasn't been a rule change about fucking daughters? Okay, that's good.
Whoa, hold up. Just to be clear,
No.
sometimes it's a caregiver thing.
Well, Giz has opened up the
I-
door to his inner soul there, and we're going to just
Sorry.
move on.
Caregiver.
I'll get into that later when we're not on air if you want.
No,
I'm so curious. Okay. So
Oh,
I need a shower.
I'm looking forward to the Advent calendar. I want to see if she's going to walk or piss it all away and like stay in a chair for the rest of her life after a few kills. Dude,
I'm definitely
seriously.
intrigued to find
Well-
out how an advent calendar gives you the power to walk again.
Me too.
Magic
I'm-
chocolates.
I don't know. It's wooden. That's all I know. And yeah, she is eating weird candies, but it's like, has that candy been checked, or because she just opens a box and just shoves it in her mouth, and I'm just like, that doesn't seem sanitary. Because where the fuck did this box come from? How long has this box existed?
I'm just saying.
How old candy is it
If
laced
she
with
walks
anything?
away from all this, I am
No,
like
there's a
gonna
lot of
madly
questions.
start collecting fucking Advent calendars.
I'm not going to
So-
read that comment out, Bill, but I'm just confused.
I think there might have been a typo on one of those words, probably the last one. Although then again, I wouldn't be surprised.
I
if
would
you-
imagine if there was a typo in
sorry.
any of them, it's the first one.
Yeah, I thought it was the first one. That's why I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Best one is in Supernatural.
Is that
with
not
Todd.
inciting?
Yeah.
I'm not even going. You know, Bill, I'm not even going to get into it. Let's just move on. We're moving on. What's next? News. We have news.
Special ed.
What's
Oh,
Carter's
I would
mad
like
to see if the lady with the advent calendar gets out of a chair and we have more news to get onto. So what news do we got? What is it? What do we have? What's going on?
I would like to talk about a 7-foot fucking Krampus.
Yeah.
Krampus.
So apparently Spirit Halloween was celebrating Michael Dougherty's Christmas horror movie Krampus. And they came out with a whole line of collectibles, which I did not know.
Ooh,
Right. Which includes, this is the one where they're really kind of like going out there, is a 7.5 foot tall animatronic Krampus. And I'm like, oh. And the picture looks dope as shit, dude. Let's see, exclusively to Spirit Halloween. Let's see. It is, features side to side motion, yellow light up LED eyes, and realistic chains and rattling sounds as he's equipped with a terrifying howling sound.
That looks fucking majestic, and that's all.
Don't it though? Now, like, here's the part where like it kind of kicks you in the teeth. It's like $349.
Yeah.
With an expected August 12th ship date.
That's it.
But
for nearly $400, I can just find a really tall teenager and get him to do it for the month of December.
Look, fucker, here's $20. Howl every 20 minutes. You know, I'll
chuck
bring
some chains of people. If anyone comes in my garden, get them out.
But I mean, like I said, though, if you look at it, like, it's dope as shit. They have the
if you see any Christmas carolers, stab them. You know, the usual.
But they said to be sure to also browse Spirit Halloween's full line, because apparently they've also got stuff coming, like Krampus is coming to town, sign and coffee mug with like horn handles. I don't know about the rest of it, but like I really dig the shit out of this.
Have they future endeavored Santa Claus? Is that why Krampus is getting brought up to the main roster all of a sudden? Are we going to have Krampus cards?
You can't.
The only downside is that like it looks like it's wearing kind of like a real kind of cloak.
Yeah.
So I don't know how.
Well,
but my point is like I don't know how weather.
$400. $400, they'd want to make me a coffee in the morning.
You know, because like say here it rains.
Like I'd be okay if it made me a coffee in the morning. I'd keep it in the house all year round if it made me a coffee in the morning. That'd be unreal.
And when did you say it was coming out?
Expect it to be shipped August 12th.
Next year.
And you can pre-order
right in time for Christmas.
So you can pre-order it for $349. So most likely when it does drop, it's going to probably go up a little bit because, you know, you're supposed to be able to save a couple bucks for pre-order. So we'll find out for sure. But, dude, I don't know. It's dope as fuck.
Don't you normally pay more with pre-order for the privilege of pre-ordering and meaning that you get to keep it?
No, they've done it the other way.
Save a couple bucks.
The pre-sale. See, a lot of the stuff now, it's because they're going off the pre-sales and the estimated pre-sales. So that's how they get funding for advertising and future stuff. So what they do is they drop the
$3.
Creepy Christmas baubles sounds like a great idea, by the way, Katie. I'm just going to say.
Yeah, apparently we've inspired her to do Krampus. I think she was already thinking about doing. Remember the fucking movie Maniac guys? I think she was looking at doing them as bobbleheads already, which would be cool.
Okay.
And apparently, when Bill was saying Zoe as his daughter name, Zoe O'Donoghue, meaning Zod. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Got it.
That makes a lot more fucking sense. Got it.
Got it.
No, like I don't know. For $400 and with the material and like the beard, it's gonna be like looking out one of my windows. Like I can't put that shit outside for $400, dude. I'm gonna be creeping people from the inside.
Boy, I presume for $400 it's weatherproof.
I can't. I'm just saying though, I can't guarantee it
because there's materials you can get now that just if it gets wet, it just dries itself.
There is.
But it's also not just that; it's the fucking ne'er-do-wells that like run around and will probably try to go and
animatronic Krampus to be, and I'm just throwing it out there. Quite fucking heavy.
No, they're not going to try to take it, but they might try to
shit out of people's yards that are 7 foot tall here.
Yeah, I can imagine being
other people's like yard shit for like Christmas, Halloween. We find a funny thing where we go and steal a bunch of flamingos and then like flamingo somebody else's yard with them. Yeah. So you
He made a
steal a
Gingerbread Man movie. Is it a horror movie? Cinema Reaper, or is it a normal movie?
No, he's saying he made Little Gingerbread Men from the movie.
I made a couple of years back. Read on the rest of the sentence.
Yeah, he made the Gingerbread Man a couple of years back.
Made a Gingerbread
movie.
Man from the movie I made a couple of years back.
Yeah.
There's no comma there.
No, as in he's referring to he made the Little Gingerbread Man a couple of years back.
For what movie?
From what movie?
From what movie?
The
I'm
one
assuming
from the Kramer's movie.
Krampus movie? Maybe? He means?
Maybe.
Oh, from a movie he made a couple years back. He said
Yeah,
the movie.
Well,
Sorry,
he's-
Reaper. I'm like Ron Burgundy. If you don't put the proper punctuation in there, I'm just going to read it as is. That's how it goes.
He did no, but he made the Gingerbread Man. He didn't make the fucking movie.
Yeah, okay.
No,
I
from.
didn't think we thought he made
I
the movie.
really don't fucking know now.
He made the Gingerbread Men based
No,
on
the-
something he saw
from-
in the movie.
There we go. Okay. Damn autocorrect.
Krampus on a Grampus?
Okay.
Dolphin, apparently.
Krampus on Grampus? What is this? Don't
Even know. He says he's basing it off Elf on a Shelf.
but what? But
I guess like
the
you
reason
take a
elf on
bunch
a
of
shelf works is because I know what an elf is and I know what a shelf is.
Krampus.
I know what a
don't you?
Krampus is. What's
know
a
what a
Krampus?
Grandpa is?
Apparently, it's a type of dolphin.
Is it?
Which would only make it cooler.
fuck
You have like a
dolphins.
Krampus riding a dolphin. Like, that's pretty fucking cool.
That's-
like,
You know, man, if it's good enough for Lobo, it's good enough for me. That's the way I look at these kind of things.
Same thing, yeah.
And Lobo looked fucking majestic riding on a fucking dolphin, so I don't see why he's 7 foot tall. Easy. I don't see why Krampus
And
would look
occasionally
cool.
eats people.
Like Lobo doesn't have a cape. Krampus has a cape.
Hmm.
Majestic.
Ah, the Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special.
Someone mentioned that in the last stream.
Me.
Or maybe it was you. Actually, I remember I was about to mention it to you. Going, somebody mentioned it. And then I read, and it was like, oh no, wait, Giz mentioned it, which makes sense.
That's because it is a work of art.
It is.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite festive movies. It has all of the things I like happening in a Christmas movie. Santa getting murdered, Christmas getting ruined, people fucking,
Mr. Bunny getting neutered the hard way.
Yeah, so hard.
But yeah, no, dude, we've actually had to like start locking down our lawn ornaments and decorations. 'cause of
Honestly, even if you couldn't get away with it, I could easily see a couple of lads getting drunk going, oh, let's try and rock this. And like,
Have you
Because-
tried shooting any of them? I feel if you just shoot one,
Oh, okay. But you also have to keep in mind, not everybody keeps like my sleep schedule where I'm up at 4 a.m. A lot of people go to bed at like 9. People steal shit at like 3 or 4. Then they wake up at like 6 or 7 to where the fuck's my lawn ornament?
yeah, but
shit?
you're awake already.
Yeah, and I haven't had any of my lawn shit stolen. There's the fucking yeah, because my youngest is a
put
big
shit on
Tigger
the
fan,
lawn?
so during Christmas she has like a big inflatable.
I'm
Tigger
telling you,
thing.
dude, you wait for someone to go rob one thing off your lawn, you shoot one dude in the leg, it won't happen again.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Again,
You're
I've
gonna
not
go
had
rob that Krampus. I wouldn't
yard,
I wouldn't touch the Krampus. The last dude still has a limp. Just fucking, let's break down the Emerson's
Yeah.
Christmas tree. That'll probably be way more fun anyway.
See
You know what I
this?
mean?
This is
Let's
from
break
last
down-
year. Yeah.
You could also have Krampus on a Wampus. Oh god,
Look at us.
it's a large
What?
species of cat.
Look at us solving problems here.
shit I have never heard of before. It's
Neither
awesome.
have I. I also never heard of a fucking Krampus either, to be honest. So I don't know. And here's the weird thing: I would have thought I would have, because I watch what can only be described as way too many nature documentaries when I'm high.
no such thing.
Yeah, something about
I
David
can't
Attenborough
fuck
when you're
it.
high as a kite is just brilliant. Yeah,
Yes.
Damn, nature, you
See, it's just
scary.
a high thing because when I drink, nature documentaries do not come to mind.
well, it's either man.
When I drink, that's when I start watching like all of the low budget shit that nobody wants to watch.
Dude, nature documentaries and marijuana were designed for each other. I swear to God.
I gotta give that.
You're literally sitting there like, and you're just like, watch that fucking lion fuck up that gazelle. Wow.
Walking with dinosaurs also works as well for the
Walking
same
with
purpose.
dinosaurs is also. Why are they so?
Really? Yeah. Just, I don't know.
He's totally gonna rip that apart. Hooah!
You're gonna hate GoreCast on the forecast, mate. I won't lie to you. If we could get on the forecast, I'd be down for it. It'd be the grumpiest. It would be the grumpiest weather forecast in television history.
Or fucking rain. What do you want?
Oh,
Cthulhu and
no.
Cthulhu.
Did you see the one? That's brilliant. Did you see the one that's hidden?
Hidden? Where?
That YouTube held for review.
Oh no, sorry. Let's have an old gander here.
Oh boy.
Oh dear. No.
I say shocked, but YouTube like tends to grab some weird stuff from time
It's
to time.
Spock on and I'm sure all the adults in the room can figure it out from there.
Yeah.
It's a Spock on the clock, people.
He actually took a picture of Sulu and a Cthulhu, and it's Sulu with the fucking sword.
I prefer to see Cthulhu on Sulu.
I don't know if Sulu would be into that or
not on
not.
the sock.
Spock on a sock? I think you can get those. I think that's already an
Probably.
existing product. No, Spock on a sock.
Cock on a sock? Or,
Teenagers
shit,
have been doing
Spock
cocks on
on a
socks since
sock.
the fucking
Fuck.
early 50s,
God damn
mate.
it.
Yeah. Ruining laundry for a decade.
Since proper cotton blend was invented and it wouldn't rip your cock off like a fucking Brillo pad,
Yep.
someone's realized, hey, this is a good cum receptacle. You heard about my shelf, now we bring you bit on a dill. Pickle. Oh, I really want to get my I don't have any photos of it. I really want to get my Photoshop out. I could do that so fast. These are all great ideas. We should do one of these. Actually, if you want to, we'll do a Christmas episode where we just get drunk and talk shit and chat Christmas movies while you fire me elf on a shelf ideas. I will Photoshop them live.
I swear to the gods, I just heard a little voice from around here screaming out, "No!"
I will
okay,
Photoshop them
just let the
live. We'll
voice go.
just do a live Photoshopping marathon. It's Ed Kemper in a hamper. I think the thing they use for smoking the hemp is a hemper. I'm pretty sure hemper is a word.
Well, she wrote hemp.
Yeah, I'm aware. I was just saying for rhyming
Could be.
purposes, Kemper and a hemper would make a lot more sense. Well, this has been a blissful sidetrack that has now spawned an episode. We'll do a live Photoshop Christmas crazy. You just tell me whatever you want to see me Photoshop Christmas wise, and I'll do it live. And we'll just chat and talk bollocks.
So cool.
You what?
We
While
get to
drunk,
drink
apparently.
during, so cool.
You what? While getting drunk, yeah. We'll just chill and chat fucking random shit and chat with you guys. You fire out stupid Photoshop ideas, I'll Photoshop it live. Won't be a regular thing, just to clarify, but like for a once-off Christmas special for the crack. Or Patreon. I'm giving you some little tasters of things that'll be coming up on the Patreon page in 2022. Giz.
Katie's totally sold on that whole Photoshop episode. Damn it.
I'm just slowly edging you into it because it's like you're outvoted at this stage.
Sorry, I was dealing with Bill shit there for a second, and I completely missed. What?
Nice, cool. Fits better. Thanks, Chatty. I'm so down for a Christmas Photoshop episode. Okay, cool. We'll do a Christmas crazy Photoshop episode.
You just give them the ultimatum. It's either Patreon or OnlyFans. Choose one, Giz.
Yeah.
One of them are happening.
Yeah.
Which do you feel better selling?
We all have enough really good beards.
You want
that
to close
I'm pretty
on or
there's
close
a
off?
more page that could get opened up on OnlyFans.
Oh, that ain't right.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
GoreCast getting you wet.
I'll be
Oh,
Johnny
Bill.
Drip Drip now.
W.
Good old Johnny Drip Drip.
Someone's calling me Senor G's.
Yeah. You'll finally get to live up to what every Alexa.
And then we
is calling
can,
you.
if we're on OnlyFans, we could literally
Jizz.
just call him the Jizz.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. News just in.
Patreon, he's Jizz. OnlyFans, he's Jizz.
GoreCast January 2022. It's either going to be OnlyFans or Patreon.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of them.
How little or more of us do you want to see?
It's essentially the same. It's essentially the same tiers, just with less clothes.
Oh, probably more shaving.
That potential dinner with people to a whole new level.
Yeah. Yeah.
GoreCast calendar maybe coming out in 2022. Not a good idea to drink.
He was like, "Well,
Exactly.
thank you, Bill. I was enjoying my tea."
Sweet home Alabama. Yeah. Good times. Okay, anyway, we're going to move on to the next news bit. Who's covering the...
Son of a bitch.
What? What?
Put that up. And I fucking it went hell for review and I got rid of it. And then because the bastard put in a dot, he managed to get it put up the second time. You absolute wanker, Bill.
What did he do? Sorry, what?
The whole you heard of Elf on a Shelf, now available with Giz. He
Yeah,
put a
Buzz
dot between
banging
the I and the Z. Since he put a dot between the I and the Z, it passed and didn't get held up for
Wanker.
There's a chance that I might have just authorized it and wasn't paying attention.
You do
No, you
not
didn't,
want to
'cause
see
I
that,
did.
bro. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
You did authorize his last one, though, because I didn't.
Carter wearing a garter.
No.
No. These
Not
legs
that.
are not made for critters.
Buzz has just looked at me like he's typed something. I'm waiting for something to pop up in the YouTube chat. He just didn't look
Sorry.
up. I may have typed a thing. Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
Right,
Don't-
who's doing the
I didn't type anything.
the
I just burped.
True
Buzz
crime.
is all about
The true crime was me.
Okay, that's
so-
good. I might have a problem here.
Excuse me.
what's your
Oh
problem?
no.
I think my laptop. Oh no, maybe it hasn't frozen.
It's a good thing you're not on your news bit now. So
Yeah, but he's dead.
when you were, are you waiting for silence or something?
I can start because no, I was just I didn't know if he needed
up,
to.
he can fix it while you're doing your news bit.
Okay, so we got some true crime coming to Netflix or not Netflix, Hulu, one of those streaming services. There's so fucking many of them. This one's called Dead Asleep, and it's actually about somebody who
Ooh.
killed people while he was sleepwalking, I guess. From what let me tickle your fancies there. Hulu is sleepwalking to murder. See what they did there? With their brand new true crime documentary, Deep Sleep, said to be a groundbreaking new spin on the genre of true
Because he was
crime.
unconscious?
I don't know how you get new with that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm sure they fit us in.
Maybe.
Not a lot of people
We'll
are
find
capable
out.
of
Let's see
killing.
what the rest of the thing says.
Not a lot of people are capable of killing
Maybe-
others in their sleep.
maybe
It's a
not.
unique gift.
Yeah. Well, no, some sleepwalkers can go fucking
Well,
apeshit.
maybe we should watch a documentary, see
I
how he
was
does
going to
it.
say, like, apparently it's a thing 'cause they even cut an episode of that on
Yeah. They can make-
Criminal Minds.
Yep.
Have you seen Step Brothers? I mean, they put like pillows in the oven and they throw Christmas presents at people. They are some crazy motherfuckers.
I've
Yes.
watched Step Brothers. That's
Make
why
him
I
watch
came
Step
around.
Brothers.
I loved that movie so much. We have so much more room for activities.
I don't like your tone. Maybe we don't
I
go
know,
that
I guess
way
we'll-
next time. You lick the dog poop. I will not lick the dog poop. Do it, essay.
Literally sounds
so
shit.
Thank you.
Oh, it was. He licked the white dog poop. So
It's
yes, it
two
was
grown
literally
men
shit.
getting harassed
movie.
into licking
Licked it
dog
with
poop
his
by a
tongue.
group of very, very overly aggressive 12-year-olds.
A bunch
Whole
of
movie.
children. And there's some
Yeah.
ball rubbing
Drum set
on
incident.
some drum sets that happens.
There's a fantastic rendition of the famous Pavarotti song
Watch
at the end of it.
watch
Very
Step
Will
Brothers.
Ferrell, man. That guy can sing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can.
Yes, Hulu. Murders.
But more about this Hulu thing. The film, directed by Sky Borgman, follows the case of Randy Herman Jr., a Florida man convicted of a murder he says he committed while sleepwalking in 2017. The documentary film, produced in association with Sky Crime, flips the traditional thriller narrative to explore a deeper and more troubling mystery. Did a remorseful Randy Herman Jr. really commit a brutal murder in his sleep? Or is it a convenient cover story? Pulse Films has secured exclusive access to Herman and his family, the defense and prosecution attorneys, journalists who covered the case, forensic psychiatrists, and world experts in violent sleepwalking. There's another word, but I can't read it, but it's sleepwalking. It's the term
Do it. I
Parasite.
believe in you.
parasomnia.
Parasomnia. Parasite.
I don't know. Sleepwalking. Huh? There you go. The experts in sleepwalking to give viewers an inside look at the shocking twists and turns of the controversial crime,
God.
explains the press release. Bloody Disgusting has an exclusive look at the film's trailer, which I forgot to look at. My bad. With news that Dead Sleep will stream on
Well, I'll be
Hulu this
checking it
coming
out.
December 16th.
I will admit that's a fucking heavy defense to try to pull. Like, Crazy's pretty simple. They Beat Me's pretty simple. Like, but to be like, I went to bed and then I was covered in blood. I don't know. Like, that's some pretty heavy shit to like try to pull off.
I
And yet
ate,
it happened.
I ate like too much cheese before I went to sleep, and I
Right.
woke up and everybody was dead. I don't know what to say.
You know, to be fair, going to sleep and waking up covered in blood happens so often that you think this, it'd be used more, more regularly. To be honest.
Okay.
Giz is
I'm
trying
sorry.
to sound
This is going to
quirky.
be a sidebar.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I was going to ask.
Is that a
what about
period
some-
joke?
No. To be fair, there are so many times in crime stories, whether it's TV shows, films, things like that, where you do have that situation whereby someone gets knocked out, something happens, wakes up the next
Oh,
Yeah,
They're
but that's
covered.
been I got
Right,
drugged
but
at a
that's
club or
like,
something. I
I've
woke
got-
up and I
yeah,
was covered in blood.
right.
was.
Right.
Again, it's not always. Sometimes part of the story is finding out because there's no reason why this should have happened. So that's what
I'm
I
just
was.
saying, like, majority, like, when you were saying that, though, like, the first thing I thought of was, like, getting drugged at a fucking club somewhere and then waking up in a parking lot. I get it, but then, like, still, to a degree, this is me going, like, well, I love you, Mom and Dad, going to bed, and then, like, waking up, and then going, well, you killed him. Oh, I must have been sleepwalking. I would have, like, gone crazy. Like, I don't know. There's, like, so many different directions. Like, that's a hard lead in.
Like some of the ones that I've seen have ranged from alien abduction to supernatural shit, or the obvious one of being drugged or whatever, or just a setup whereby
Oh yeah, no, I definitely like. I mean, like, I get, when we watch movies, like, it's definitely like a chance of like somebody's trying to set somebody up or something. I'm just saying, like, when you actually may have fucking committed the crime,
Oh, yeah.
I can think of like 1,000 other things I would have leaned into besides like fucking sleepwalking.
Yeah, like I was set up would have been a good one.
Right.
Mm.
Or I don't know, cut a fucking brake line or some weird shit. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
know.
I feel
like,
if you had been set up, you probably would have said, "I've been set up." You wouldn't have been like, de facto.
Now, granted, this will definitely be like. Now, granted, this will definitely be an interesting one because there's going to be a lot of science into it. Like, could he have been mad that Dad grounded him and his like fucking subconscious took over? Like,
looking at the trailer, that's definitely not the problem because I think he was married.
I'm just saying in general, like I guess like you
him.
could say like is it a subconscious issue or blah blah blah. Like I don't know, man. I think I would have gone with like a little bit more secure, like kind of brake line or I don't know.
And it's so I tried to watch a little bit of the trailer while you're talking, and it seems like he's the one that calls in the murder
every Sunday
and says.
Or
well, one person, from what I can tell, yeah.
He was sleepwalking, he murdered someone, and he reported himself. Yeah.
Right.
And he killed a Canadian.
I'm saying, I've seen Canadian. That shit come out, so...
Those damn Canadians.
Quick sidetrack. No, Katie, it is never too late to cook a fucking steak. Get your steak on.
No, didn't we have this conversation before? Do it. Get it done. Put it on now.
But I don't think it was her, so... I'm just saying...
Didn't you and I cook steaks together at one stage?
Quick. Huh?
Didn't we essentially cook steaks together? Not literally together, but oh no, maybe she backed out of doing the steak and she ate something else. Actually, I can't remember.
Possibly.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, if you need iron to cook away, but if it's a steak, steak on. So
get your steak on.
I don't know. Like I'm not really like I've never really been big into the crime documentaries because like it always seems like at the ass end of it is like watching ghost hunters. Is this place haunted? We'll never know. But I am kind of curious about this one just to see what the arguments are that they bring to the table.
I mean, it depends on the crime documentary. Sometimes they most certainly know what the answer is. And it's not
just... Okay, see, a lot of them that I tried getting into was always very open at the end. And so I always kind of felt cheated. Like, I don't know, watching, what the fuck was that movie recently? Mind Warp? I felt like I just wasted a few hours.
Oh, don't even. Oh, that fucking movie. Don't even get me started.
I just feel like, Mind Warp. I just feel like, a lot of those crime documentaries have left me feeling that way at the end of it.
We watched it with Mike on Sunday after we finished doing the game stream. And we got there's people that are kind of jacked into this Matrix, kind of like in the Matrix kind of thing, where they live in their dreams, and something happened. Some girl gets ejected out of essentially the Matrix and sent to this fucking fuck heap of a planet where she meets Bruce Campbell.
Dude, and Deadly calls it like maybe 20
minutes into the movie. I was like, this is all still a simulation, isn't it? And she's just getting the old fucking thing around. And then Mike was like, no, it's not that at all. And then it turned out I was completely fucking right, and I lost my shit. I was just like, I fucking hate that fucking dream sequence. None of it happened. Bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you, Mind Warp. I like Bruce Campbell ordinarily, but fuck you, Mind Warp. You're stupid. I don't care if Bruce Campbell met his fucking wife there. Fuck you, Mind Warp, with your stupid fucking ending.
But now you've seen it, and I'm like, I was okay before this movie, dude. Like, oh, but yeah, like I said, a few of the documentaries are always kind of that way, so I always feel like
she was
cheated on the app.
She was stabbed 25 times.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. We sidetracked there.
The girl that got killed.
That was a harsh way to bring us back into the fucking news article.
Well, I'm watching the trailer while you guys were talking, so I was listening to it, so I heard them say that, and I was like, that's kind of... Seems kind of illogical for
again, though, like I said,
man, they can get in that repeat mode. You know, where it's just like,
like I said, dude. Like I watched a Criminal Minds, and like the dude had when they finally snapped him out of it in the middle of a kill, he lost his shit. Like he just didn't realize they're like, dude, we're tagging like 8 or 9 bodies on you, but he was like walking across town, shanking somebody, then going back to fucking bed. Cinema says he could have been on Ambien. That stuff makes people do crazy stuff and don't even.
No, obviously you guys, because I didn't supply all this, because like I said, just watch the trailer. There, we're showing about him being like a heavy drinker too. So that's something that could be Maybe I should have
would've
like
been a really good
supplied
idea.
the trailer. We could have maybe had a better
Because I don't feel it's the kind of subject matter where it would be cool for you
Yeah,
to
well.
recreate the trailer.
notes for next time.
No. That would be disrespectful.
No,
Some actual
no.
people died.
Before we go any further, and on the subject of
Yes.
trailers, there is one for the new Wormwood movie, which is kind of part of the story. So do you want to grab that and maybe we do a trailer reaction for that later?
Okay.
Because I need some fucking Wormwood in my life, dude. I've waited way too long for the sequel.
We all need some Wormwood in our lives.
He said wormwood, not wormwood.
Thank you.
Hang on, that is Wormwood. He meant to say Wormwood.
Okay, yes, he actually called me on that one. You are right. My bad.
It's okay.
I was talking
Make a fantastic word pun.
awesome zombie film, but you know,
No. It's cool. It's cool. I got to make a fantastic joke. It was great. At least I thought it was fantastic.
in a slight plug.
As long as
Thank you for finally
Okay,
as long
getting
as
so
Giz
Katie
is happy,
says,
that's all that
I
matters.
think we briefly discussed cooking steaks together at a time during a trailer break or something, but I didn't think it happened. But I don't think it happened.
Well, it happened for me because I remember that steak because it was fucking delicious.
Because I think that
You
also
just
brought
weren't
on like the
committed
whole
enough.
steak pictures and levels of cooking and stuff like that.
That's because steak is a very special thing. It
Oh
should
yeah,
be
it is.
adhered to and treated and revered
What
thusly.
the hell?
question. Need a bit next.
Segue. I gotta pee.
What happens when you drop a Heineken during a show?
Just considering we were talking about there a second ago with all the steaks and everything. Are we doing the pita bit next? Because that'd be great.
I was going to say maybe I should do the Peta bit next because I think it'll be a
Yes.
good transition.
Hey,
I
I'm
totally
spinning
agree.
on my
Right,
end.
I need to change. I need to change a picture here really quick
That's
before we go
good
into it.
transition, actually.
It is a good transition, isn't it?
Kill him,
So,
skin him, eat him.
while I load up the picture, PETA, the famous charity
Animal
organization in aid of
For the
saving the
ethical-
animals, have released a new clothing line campaign thing, which is essentially, that's a gorgeous jacket, just throwing it out there. So essentially the clothing line thing is called Urban Outrage, and it's all about trying to make you think about what if you had to use humans as a source of leather for your jacket, would you do it? And I'm sad to say that the answer is yes,
So I
probably
would.
would, because that's a dope
Now-
ass jacket, lady. Well,
be fair-
where
Oh, dude, I love the fucking jacket.
They've also got a rather nice dress for ladies and a pair of boots that
Dude, yeah.
I only had one
Oh,
criticism,
actually, hang on.
and that is I wouldn't use
hang
I
on a
wouldn't
moment.
use
I
teeth
have
for the
actually,
bottom.
I'll bring up the dress in a moment. I'll read out what we have in the article first.
Okay.
This was on Bloody Disgusting. PETA channels Leatherface with faux urban outrage clothing line made from genuine human leather. Animal rights organization PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, is taking a shot at clothing companies that use animals for their products, launching the faux online shop Urban Outraged and packing it with clothing made from genuine human leather. It's a fake online storefront, to be clear, so none of the gruesome clothing can actually be purchased.
Oh,
I'm so upset
Can you
right now.
imagine how disgusted they would be when like that shit sold out on day one?
Yeah, day
They-
one.
I mean, like,
Inspired by the
they would just
clothing
be like,
found in Leatherface's
"Oh!"
closet, the Urban Outrage line includes everything from jackets to belts to loafers to dresses, and each faux article of clothing stitched together from human skin, not real human skin, probably. The idea, of course, is to illustrate how horrifying it is to make clothing out of living things. PETA making their point is typically horrifying PETA fashion. Except they didn't really, because all they showed was, human. That makes a good jacket.
Okay, so apparently Katie saw the shoes earlier and she was like totally in love with them.
Yeah.
my only criticism would be rather than having teeth as the sole of them, I would have maybe finger bones or baby toe bones. But that's just my style.
Hey,
No, I
you
said
get your
I-
own custom skin products.
Right.
Why is it
I said I
okay to
thought
raise sheep
actually-
just to shear off their wool? The side asks. Why is it okay to? Because sheep, actually, you're doing them a favor by shaving off that stuff because it gets knotted as fuck.
The problem is, as they mention it later on, the problem is the other practices in those places.
Right.
Basically what PETA does is it highlights the worst practices used when harvesting these materials. All
Then
the
that particular line that they chose for the article was a very bad one.
it's
Right.
supposed to be further down. Basically, when you click on the
It's
items,
not supposed to be further down. I'm reading it in order.
Oh.
if you click on the items, which it says right in the next little bit,
In the
it says that
items?
it goes through. Yeah, look
Oh yeah, sorry. Even darker side of website. No,
there. You go.
that one.
Yeah.
Peter's point to clear.
And then it goes on to outline stuff like that.
Right.
Well, Charlotte just joined our chat in an interesting
What
spot.
up, Charlie? Welcome to the chat.
Now, like I said, I only saw the jacket and the dress, and I thought the dress looked fucking cool. Dude, I would like wear that jacket everywhere, like stepping out just to get my fucking
I'm
mail.
correct in saying the
Like,
dress
I
is made
can-
of ears, noses, and titties, right?
It kind of looked that way. Like I think that's kind of why I liked the jacket. Like it had more.
And there's definitely nipples on the jacket as well.
To it.
There's eyes, mouth, face, ears.
Titties.
I think the jacket just kind of was, or the dress was more like kind of looking like skin-like, and I kind of dug the jacket having like the eyes and more facial parts to it.
Yeah, those shoes look unreal. The belt is meh. You know what I mean? Like the cool part of the belt is on the inside.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, it should be the other way around.
Yeah. I'm assuming the bag
Curious.
is the same. But yeah, that's cool. Peta, I have a funny feeling. I know it's probably kind of like against your marketing campaign of what it's doing, but if you actually made those things,
Yeah.
they'll
Peter-
sell like.
Like I said, I feel like this complete.
Hmm.
Oh, so they even got like a. Fucking
If they don't, someone else should.
There
bag
is
or
somewhere
something.
you can buy jackets that look like they're made from human skin. I'm aware of that.
I don't know. I imagine you're right in that Peta were quite surprised to find a lot of people taking on stuff because that.
Okay,
the
I
idea
see what you're
is
saying about the teeth now, Giz. I could definitely see like finger bones instead of teeth.
I like the teeth.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think finger bones or some shit would have made them like stand out more or some shit.
Yeah. Now the idea side is that you go onto it and you go looking at these things and you can order them and it'll even let you pick out sizes and you put them into your trolley. But when you go to cash out or anything, instead it brings you to images of,
That's
as I was saying,
dickish.
of what happens in these kind of places. You know, images of sheep, goats being brutalized after being sheared, or having the fur combed out of them with steel combs rather than done in any way kind of benevolent, benign way. And just once again, that's Peta's riff. They kind of really lean into the horrific side of some people in the way that they go about manufacturing these products. Now, like I said, I can't say it's everyone, but that's the whole idea. And I don't, whether they expected a lot of people to go onto it or not. I think they were probably vying off the idea that people are sick fucks and they want to buy these, and then we're going to show them the real horror.
Right. And I'm also thinking that they kind of went with the whole, like, when you can apply it to yourself, like, that's your face on the shoulder, you'll be disgusted. But then, like, me and Giz were talking about before the show, and I was like, dude, yeah, I think Giz was like, dude, I know a couple ladies that would like to dress. I'm like, dude, I know, like,
I know
It
plenty of
looks
people
cool.
that are like those. I won't lie to you. Those shoes and that jacket are badass. Sign me up.
right. Even the fucking handbag that I just popped onto for a second even looked fucking cool. And it's like, I get it. You're trying to shock and educate everybody, but you know what? If your pockets are a little low this December, you could fake out some shit and like make some money real fucking quick.
To be honest, you could probably get people to donate their skin
You know, like,
post mortem.
oh, fuck it. We'll open this up to the horror community. Sold. Well, we're
Actually,
still like
let's
orders
do you
for
know
next
what?
year.
Because it's a feature that we can do here. How do I do it though again? How
So
did
it's
I
a
do that
feature we
last
could
time?
do here.
I added a poll somehow the last time, and I can't remember how. Oh yeah, that's it. There it is. Would you wear
Full time.
Well, that
human
is not the
skin
time I thought we were talking about.
Man
from
skin.
human skin suits? I really need to get a moderator in the chat
Wait,
at
what?
some stage
I
so that I
wonder-
can just be like,
I wonder if you
Someone
walked
do it.
around in
I mean, there is
I
three
type a
other
lot.
people that.
are you on
probably could
your
do that.
laptop?
I'm on my tab or laptop.
I'm on my telly.
You guys aren't in the GoreCast. I'd have to make you, or I can do that. Yeah.
I clicked yes.
Oh wow, that's a.
You don't want to.
It's only 4 votes.
I clicked yes.
So did I. Why did yours go no?
Yeah, at first.
Oh.
That's Peta. They're in your fucking computer.
Well, they're in for a shock, I can tell you.
So much meat.
Peta's.
They took over
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say,
computer.
They just went in his computer and they all
My
died.
computer is very ill now.
They all poked out their eyeballs. They're like, my eyes! My eyes!
It's so much worse than animal abuse, right?
So much porn! Yeah. We're changing everything about our organization. We must go after this man and this man alone.
I didn't even know that in the world.
Yes.
Oh,
I
Lord.
no longer see a light at the end of the tunnel. Just really, really oily boobies.
So question that is
Oh
still
my
on topic,
God.
bizarrely enough. If one was to wear a suit comprised entirely of human skin, could one be charged with walking around naked?
Huh.
No, because usually with like a suit, you also wear like a shirt or something. So no.
If it's entirely
That's-
made of human skin, like human skin vest, human skin jacket,
That's one
human
of
skin
those.
pants.
That's one of those statements that makes you think, isn't it? I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. That's like. Have you ever thought about the fact that a fax is essentially the byproduct of a phone and a printer having unprotected sex?
I gotta say no. I mean, like it may not be my skin, but I'm still covered in somebody else's. So no.
What's worse is considering the setup and everything, you can totally see like the phone being put down and just kind of like, oh yeah.
That old fucking sound.
Why is that phone smoking?
He cracked himself up over there.
That old school son of a fact. Just gonna riddle it in the
Let me
Takes
actually,
Be the other person.
phone
be the
sex
other
to a
person
whole
remember
new,
that.
before we move off the PETA, should I say, topic, let me pull up this dress here for the ladies because it's a good dress. It's a cool dress. Yeah, I won't lie to you. You kind of messed up the advertising campaign to us in a weird way. But
Watch as the spate of murders and skinnings
No,
suddenly increases
don't
in
get me
America.
wrong. In the majority of the population, that yes, this would probably turn a lot of people. But then you also brought leatherface style shit to the horror community, and like, why are none of you shocked? Why can't I order this? Like, it keeps kicking over to like a picture. That's what we were shooting for. Oh, so how do I order this? You're not supposed to. Well, I feel like that's false advertising.
Joe
No.
Joyce. What's up? False advertising. Oh my God, wouldn't it be hilarious if one of the... Sorry, just because it's America, wouldn't it be hilarious if someone decided to sue PETA for false advertising on their website?
Oh, I would fucking love that shit. Excuse me, I tried to buy your Urban Outraged, and it's fake. What the hell?
PETA is forced to actually create a line of human-made clothing.
Oh yeah. Like, look, I don't care if this shit's leather. I don't give a fuck. Just make sure it's what it fucking looks like.
I'm so tired of you guys
Right.
lying. Red Bull didn't give me wings. You guys did me
Red
real.
Bull may not have given you
human
wings, but it
skin
did give you a heart
clothes.
arrhythmia.
No shit.
That's not.
Say
If
you
it says
throw
that
it
in the
away.
advertisement, then okay. But it doesn't.
yeah, that's what the wings are about.
Red
because they're
Bull
dead
gives you
now,
heart
Angel
attack.
Boy.
Oh, so
They,
that's
they literally advertise it in the
Oh.
advertising.
okay.
Don't try to be smart with me while I'm drinking. Don't try to put those. Don't
You
try.
son
Oh,
of a
you
goddamn
son
crusty
of a
son.
so-and-so.
Did not create the advertising campaign. I just explained the advertising campaign, I guess.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, Sin was like, I'd love to see that go to court. So would I. I mean, currently taking.
Are you
I
talking
mean,
about
they've
the
gone to
nudity
court
thing?
for stupider things. So,
No,
yeah,
the
why not?
PETA getting sued for
Oh.
using human clothing thing. False advertising.
False advertising.
Huh.
Shit,
Huh.
what's got taken to court for
Yeah.
what was it, having blood in his Nikes?
Oh, that
Who?
idiotic
Little,
rapper guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
little. No, it's not Little Nas. Little.
I
I don't
Sorry.
remember.
Little Nas.
Oh, it
First-
was.
Firstly, he had blood in his Nikes.
Okay,
Like
so he sold this line of shoes that was specifically for him. All right, they're like Little Nas. What he technically got taken to court for was because like he was making a knockoff of Nike. But what everybody was bothered by was he actually like supposedly had like X blood in each shoe, and it was like his satanic Nike or something. I can't remember what the fuck he called it, but it was like limited edition shoe. Everybody was buying that shit up, and it had like some kind of like little Bible verse kind of for Satan kind of thing. Like he had done a video and then released the shoes in that same kind of thing. Like, here's the thing: the dude annoys the shit out of me, but his marketing is not bad though. When it comes down to it, like he uses that whole like no press, like all press is good press, even if it's not. It still seems to work in his favor. Because he's like, well, a lot of people make knockoff, blah blah blah, and I never said they were Nikes. I just said they were these, and so like that court for a few.
So I decided to look up
this ought to be
stupid
good.
reasons why
Good.
people sued people. Man sues a date for being on.
I saw that before.
In,
Yeah.
in 2017,
I did
the
not-
lawsuit was dropped.
Wow. All right.
Footlong
I know,
sandwich
okay.
is
Remember
not
that
actually a foot long. The case was
I'd
settled.
imagine pretty easy because they were like,
Right.
"You're right. That isn't a foot long."
Empty space in junior mint boxes. Empty
Dude,
spaces
I have a bag of
in
potatoes over
junior
there.
mint
Literally opened them
boxes.
yesterday, like a multi-bag, to find a complete bag of cheese and onion potatoes with no potatoes in it. Like it's just an empty bag.
Are you sure? Oh, wow, that's an awesome little.
Well, you can sue them evidently.
There was customer was disappointed that Red Bull did not energize them. They
Medical
settled out of court.
That customer has got some kind of medical issue that.
Yeah.
I had a mate of mine die from Red Bull, so and that's
Like
an
a
honest to
lot
God.
of people have. Like a lot of people have fucking done that, dude.
Yeah, that's an honest to God true story. Like, so it can, like, it's not bullshit. Like, it can seriously fuck you up.
Oh yeah. I know I've got a heart issue, so I don't do any of the fucking energy drinks and shit.
Yeah, same here.
Now, that doesn't stop me drinking coffee like mad, but
Somebody sued McDonald's because they charged the same price for a hamburger with and without cheese.
I'd imagine so.
Lawsuit dismissed. Husband sues wife over ugly baby. Plaintiff won.
He got a 1 for 2 on the ugly babies.
Holy Jesus Christ! His wife was made to pay him more than $120,000
I got such a shock. The kid had ears like Spock.
for an ugly
Damn, that's an ugly baby.
I mean, like, okay,
Oh
was that
my
like an
God.
artificial, like, if the two of us made a baby, like, that's not her fault. Wow.
Drinking beers does not make fantasies come true. Somebody sued. In 1993, the plaintiff lost.
Can
Thankfully.
we get back on the ugly baby thing
God.
for a
I'm
moment?
sorry.
Whoa.
Right?
We're going to get back to this thing for a moment.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
I
just
thought you were
feel
going
like-
to try and bring us
No,
news bits of the
sorry,
show.
How Can you elaborate on how he won the court case
No.
on the ugly baby thing?
So okay, here's the whole.
Sorry,
the whole
you
story.
can't
This
just
is
throw
the
that he won the court
paragraph.
case
It
out there and
says-
not tell me how.
All this stuff is like,
It says, "Boy meets a pretty."
my bad.
Okay, I'll tell you if you stop talking.
All right, sassy pants. Jesus Christ.
Boy meets a. Well, boy meets a pretty girl. Boy marries the girl. They have a kid. One similar tale did not have such a happy ending, however. Yang Fing from China saw his newborn daughter, who he said was incredibly ugly and did not look like either parent. He accused his wife of cheating on him. At that point, she admitted. At that point, she admitted she had several plastic surgeries before they met. He sued on the ground of false pretenses, claiming she misled him by hiding her cosmetic history.
does,
It has
yeah.
nothing to do about the fucking
Ugly as
baby.
fuck. She got
Right.
surgically reconstructed to be good looking. Neglected to mention that she's got the ugly gene, evidently. And
But it's more on her than the
But
baby.
yeah, no, he sued her. That's why it's on her. Had I known you were ugly,
I know, but it's like the article kind of misleads you because it's
yeah,
saying
he
that
did,
like
because the
he
baby
won
was
because
ugly,
the baby was
technically
ugly.
she
But then
should
you
be
read the
ugly, but
story,
she
and it's
lied
like,
about she false advertised herself supposedly.
well, yes.
and- right,
I
it's
am so
totally
surprised at
clickbait.
that won in court, though. Wow.
I'm not. Hang on. Whoa. I'm not. And here's why. Because that marriage could have been based on the idea that advancement, the better you look, the better your chances are of advancing.
oh yeah,
So your offspring, the better they look, the better their chances are of advancing in society. So you choose a partner based on the
No,
notion that
I don't accept
they're
it.
going to help with your offspring's advance. They're going to be beneficial to your life and that of your offspring for whatever multitude of reasons. And in this case, clearly the idea that more attractive children will advance better was one of the reasons that he got with her. It's a different culture and a different mindset, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason that it won over there.
right. Because like that may not have. Because he's right. Like that's a kind of a thing over there. Like
Yeah, sorry.
a lot
forgot
of
it was in
things
China.
make. A lot of things do make for advancement in who or whatever you are, socially, job wise. Like if you look like a king, you get to like slowly become the king.
And don't forget, we're also talking
Well,
about a
like-
culture that at one point, and I don't know when it stopped, but at one point, girls, a girl could be born and she could be just thrown into a fucking river because a female birth is not seen as being a good
Right.
thing.
No, like you
Once
had a
again,
boy.
that's-
Like you kept having kids until you finally had the boy, and everybody
So-
else just kind of pitched out.
So here you are, and you've got a girl being born, and once again with that mindset of she's going to look like the mother, she'll be able, at least that'll be in her favor. I can use that to marry her off to someone that can advance me. All these
Right.
things with that mindset.
So location
That's part-
does have a lot to do with the situation, and like Buzz said, it was kind of misleading. Part of that is clickbait, but fuck, dude, like wow,
I agree.
you birthed me an ugly baby, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take your ass to court.
It is
Like,
wow, isn't it? Right, will we move on?
Yep.
Chucky.
Also, before we do move on, apparently the poll revealed that 77% of people would wear human skin. I would just like to note that I clicked yes, but for some reason it registered as no, so I believe that to be much higher.
Okay, but it was only like 22% no, so I don't see you adding, 9 people. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Anyway, I believe the next bit is mine, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Chucky.
Okay, so
Okay.
as many of us know, because we've been watching it, because it is awesome, Chucky, the TV series, has hit the screens recently, and we are all big into it because it's fun, except for Buzz, because he doesn't watch anything unless we tell him to. We're telling you now, Buzz, you should really watch Chucky because it's a continuation of the... in that case, fine, fair enough.
I don't like Chucky.
I haven't watched it yet, but it's only because I was lazy. Johnny just told me how far along the season was, so I was actually getting ready to jump onto it.
Well, the
I get to binge the whole fucking thing. So
well, it's already been announced apparently that season 2 is definitely going to be in the works. Let's see now. From Don Mancini himself, we're thrilled to start pulling the strings on a second season of Puppet Mayhem with Chucky. Many thanks to our partners at USA, Sci-Fi, and UCP for their incredible support and guidance, bringing Chucky to the small screen, bigger than ever. And to the fans, Chucky sends he's still undying thanks and a message. This ain't over by a long shot.
He's not
You better
harassing
watch it.
people on NXT.
What?
That's the thing.
Anyway, yeah. Well, Chucky's message is that they're going to be back in 2022. Already, Brad Dourif and Jennifer Tilly look to have signed on, or else it's just referring to them having been back for the first season. Yeah. For those unaware, Chucky basically follows on the story directly from the Cult of Chucky movie, with the
so awesome.
doll being picked up by a young fella at a garage sale, whatever you call them. People selling all their
Garage
crap.
sale.
Thank you.
Garage? Oh, I know. Sorry. Garage?
Yeah, you heard. Anyway, so
Garage?
this kid.
That's how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Is it though?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
that's how we all say it over here. Kind of sounds like
I know
a
it's not
American
how you say it over
word.
there, but there's lots of English that's not how you say it over there.
Or spelled.
Or spelled.
correctly,
Well,
either.
fine.
I won't disagree with some of the American spellings.
Because you've gotten used to American
No,
words and now you spell the same.
color makes a lot more sense to me without the U.
Fair enough. Anyway, as I was saying, in the Chucky TV series, a young fella picks up a Chucky doll at a garage sale and brings it home, only to find out that it is indeed possessed by the spirit of Charles Lee Ray, who is intent on convincing himself and his friends that, you know what, you really need to start killing people because killing people is fun.
And then he does, and he tries to convince those kids to go on a murder spree. Some of them do, some of them don't. And one of the most interesting parts about this is that if you remember from Cult of Chucky, Charles Lee Ray had learned how to, by method of new voodoo incantation, split his soul into numerous pieces, opposed to having it all in one inanimate object. So,
yep,
dear,
I gotta
there's
wonder,
a lot
like,
of
that
Chuck
just seems like
to fuck.
that just seems like so much. Like,
I was going to say all of these murder eggs are no longer in one basket, but yes, it's like he's now essentially got a kind of, it's not a hive mentality, but I suppose as long as you manage to drop your own ego, then I can see how working with an army of clones of yourself would work. Like, because the ego is the only thing that stops that from succeeding usually.
so Charlotte says, "Oh fuck, more Chucky." Like, as in, you're not really a fan of the Chucky series, or because I don't know. I liked how the what the fuck you call it, the Cult of Chucky ended, and I was looking forward to it. And I'm hearing nothing but good shit from the fucking series.
It's so good.
Sorry, my comments feed froze up there for a few minutes. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's my head canon, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Chucky. I'd like to think that the killer is Chucky. The killer in Chucky's flashback is Eugene from behind the mask. There is some holes in the series, like how Eugene said he was active in the late 60s, while the flashbacks is in 1965. I think I did the math. Eugene would have been in his early 20s in 1965, and the killer looks older than that, but it's a nice thought.
Apparently, apparently Charlie is saying that she didn't like the Child's Play films, but she hasn't seen the TV series yet. If you didn't watch the films, you're probably not going to like the TV series.
If you haven't watched, definitely the last two movies anyway.
I was going to say, because whatever was before, what was it, Curse of Chucky? The one right before Cult?
Yeah.
That
Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky really kind of revitalized the...
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I rewatched all of them before I got stuck into the series. Bride of Chucky is always going to be my favorite. It's so much fun.
Bride of Chucky, I just love.
It's
just
it's got Jack Tripper in it.
A great soundtrack.
'Cause
Fantastic
three's
fucking
come.
soundtrack.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, so she said saw the first one, hated it, never watched the rest.
You need to watch the second one. The second one's actually better
Yeah.
than the first one.
The
I was
first
gonna
two
say,
were
like,
fine.
well, I don't know if it's
After
downhill, but they
3,
definitely
it's
got more
downhill
like
for
kind of
me.
kooky. Yeah, no, I just
What
meant
the
in general,
fuck?
like
For me.
For me. What are you, fucking Nicolas Cage? What?
Well, he was trying to
yeah,
say.
but like, whereas it kind of
Yes.
started a more horror based film, the franchise kind of went like comedic, not
Yeah.
as like And
I
then
like Bride of
think
Chucky.
That's that's the part I didn't like.
See, the
the one
is a
kid
little
was.
bit.
Seed of Chucky's not
See,
great, but
It-
that's
it-
still in canon in the TV series because
Yeah.
he talks about
And-
Glenn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's fantastic.
He's not in it though.
As a result-
People, don't worry. Glenn's not in it.
As a,
That
but
little
as a
hobbit.
result of that, Chucky has now been adopted by certain communities as kind of a bit of a hero because Chucky's attitude was, I got a gender fluid kid and you didn't hate him. I'm not a monster. Yes, you are.
but I think when they got back to Curse and they brought his daughter in, like I felt like they really got back into the pocket of the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
The
wasn't
Curse-
much. Yeah, Curse was definitely
and
kind of like
Cults.
that horror based. And then Cult came out, and I was like, it just continued. Like we weren't doing kind of the fun shit that I saw with like Bride of Chucky and stuff like that. It was more of like what's around the corner, what's gonna fucking stab who kind of thing.
What's weird is that what I was talking about a
On
few minutes ago in
Wednesday
regards.
nights, Charlotte.
What's cool is that in regards what I was talking about a few minutes ago, whereby Chucky's been adopted by certain communities for being seen as
the sci-fi
a bit of-
question already. Never mind. Sorry.
as being a bit of a murder hero. That actually, when you look at it, kind of started in Cult of Chucky because of the psychiatrist and the way he was, and Chucky's exact words of, "I
Right.
don't know whether to kill or take notes from you." But in the end, like we all know, he was killing him. So it's kind of like, yes, when Chucky, it's just yes, thank you for being a hero.
I read that. I read that comment wrong by Charlie for a second. She said
Child's
it
Play-
got banned. I thought she said I
Child's
got
Play
banned
movies,
in the UK.
that was a big deal in
for
the
murder. I was
90s.
like,
Two young
yeah.
fellas basically tied. Well, they didn't even did they tie him? But they brought a young kid
we
down
won't
to the
get
train
into
tracks.
it.
And,
Jamie Bulger. Am I correct?
yeah, and the
Yeah.
thing is, there's nothing like that in the Child's Play movies, but they just used it as as citing an excuse for their behavior.
Yes, we're not going to get into that.
Yeah, no. But like we were saying, though,
So I was
what
trying to
the-
find an answer for Charlotte, and I don't know really where you can find all of the Chucky movies. You may have to kind of jump around.
I thought it
Was
was
she
the show
asking
was
for the
looking
movies,
It's
or
on,
was she
Oh,
asking
I thought
it's
it
on
was the show.
Sci-Fi it's Wednesday nights at like
Yeah, because I
8:30
told
or
her it's
something
on
like
USA and Sci-Fi.
that. EST.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I
right, will we move
misunderstood.
on?
Eastern Standard Time.
yeah,
Yeah, so Chucky's been renewed. Looking forward to it because goddamn season. There's only one episode left, isn't it? Tomorrow.
yeah.
yes.
There's one episode left as far as I know.
Right. Next news bit is me, I believe. So, I'm going to pull up the actual news bit because this is actual serious news.
Dude, this
for a
is
change.
crazy.
This is crazy. So the very
And I
famous
think this came out
and-
like a week ago.
the very famous and well received TV series that hit Netflix a couple of weeks ago, Squid Games. A man was smuggling hard drives of it into North Korea, got caught, and now he's getting sentenced to death. I'll read the article, which was on iHorror because they have all of the info. I haven't pre-read it because I wanted to kind of live react as I heard, if you know what I mean. So, in a
Oh,
very
it's a
sad
crazy
turn of
story.
events, a Korean man has been sentenced to death in North Korea. The South Korean man had smuggled copies of the hit Netflix series Squid Game into North Korea on flash drives. Following an investigation that was launched due to North Korean students caught viewing the series, the Southern Korean man was implicated and sentenced. All this according to the report from Radio Free Asia. This is part of North Korea's elimination of Reactionary Thought and Culture Act. The act was just put into effect in 2020. It strictly prohibits anything that could possibly be considered propaganda, Usually, this includes works of art. The act of bringing in any sort of films, TV shows, plays, music, and books into the country is a serious crime. In select reports during April, a man was sent. The entire thing is very sad. And then, yeah, that's basically it.
So, like, here's the crazy thing. Like, so what they're saying is some dude brought in, like, a few copies of Squid Games, the show from Netflix on a USB, sold it. They got caught because some kids he sold to watched it, told his friends about it, passed the USB on to them. Now, apparently, one of them narked on the whole group, and that's how they got caught. So, like, supposedly the guy that
stitches.
Pretty much. So the dude that brought it into the country supposedly is getting the death sentence. The kids that watched it, the original kid that bought it is getting like life in jail. Everybody else is getting like a few years of time. But one of them is a predominant, or comes from a predominant family, and is the one that narked him out. So between family having money and his narc out, he's getting even less. Like, he's just getting a slap on the wrist. But then they were also talking about slapping the fucking teachers and so for like letting that happen somehow. And the article I read didn't say anything about them watching it in school, but they were like, oh, so the teachers are going like to the fucking salt mines and shit. Like, they're getting relocated job wise.
Jesus Christ.
Now, there was an article that came out a little bit later, like a few days, where they tried to kind of like argue it, because they were like, well, if you do the math, Squid Games came out like 2 months ago. And if you take into account how long stuff has to stay in the harbor before it clears customs and comes in the country, there's no way that somebody could have automatically gotten the death sentence, jail time, and blah, blah, blah. They would have had to have sat down and stuff like that. But we are also talking about a country that is very hardcore about not letting
I think you could get put to death sentence that quick in North Korea.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like,
you're dealing with a culture that views anything from outside its own culture as subversive.
Right.
And the only way to deal with something subversive is to not only eliminate it, but to also eliminate the idea of anyone else approaching that subject with the harshest, most brutal measures you can think of, which quick and instantaneous death, that'll do it. Public, probably.
Well, I think what the second article was trying to do is like soften North Korea. Well, no, because I worked in because they talked to a couple people that worked in like legal and customs and stuff like that. They're like, I just don't think that could have happened that quickly. And it was like, well, that's somebody trying to make sure they've still got like a roof over their head and not in the fucking salt mines. Because no, North Korea, we work on shit. I kind of had to go with the first article. People got popped. It's North Korea, and they are very strict about what comes in and out.
Yeah.
And they were not liking the idea of Squid Game when it first came out anyways.
No.
Because it gave them a lot of bad press on their lifestyle, their legal system, their police system, stuff like that. And so for them to kind of go, oh, so you decided to bring this into the country? That one. And he just kind of like got ghosted off the fucking street and nobody saw anything.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just fucked up though. Like, to think that somebody's, I mean, like, you know, that takes that whole, like, you cannot record this for like FBI. Like, it here, it's like all of a sudden you may go to like court and have to like fight the legal system. There's some dude's about to go to fucking like firing squad for smuggling in a TV show. Like, it's crazy to think about that.
Let's be honest, right? It doesn't matter where you are. If you annoy the right people in the right kind of way, then that can happen regardless.
No,
it's just that there are certain places where that annoyance factor is dropped because the amount of power and control the people in charge have is so total that they don't need to put on the show and dance.
But I also feel like
they don't need to act in the shadows when they want to make somebody disappear.
Okay, well, see, and that actually goes right to my point then. I kind of feel like if this is a true case, then this is a kind of like teach the herd, because this is a very public situation of like, look at what fucking Steve did. Are you going to be fucking Steve? And everybody going, no. good. Like they made it public to make a fucking to stamp a message.
Like, I mean, I don't know how things work over there, but I would not be surprised if it was a public execution, or at least some way that the public
Same.
could view it. You know,
Right.
Oh yeah.
And like I
And
said, I was
for-
surprised. I was surprised that they brought in like
I
because it
wouldn't
was
be
like
surprised if
teachers,
they televised it. Do you like
principal.
Squid Games? See how much you like this. There you go.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Like they were making sure to get anybody that may have been around the students. Like, why didn't you know that they saw this kind of thing? Like, they went and like not just the students, but got everybody around them in the situation.
To be honest, it's the most basic of terror tactics. Anybody involved,
is.
this gets disappeared and gets dealt with, and as a result, nobody ever wants to touch this thing or anything even close to this thing ever again. And it's a way of suppressing an entire people through total dominance, because like it's the only way it works is by allowing a certain amount of people to have that same kind of power. Maybe not to the same degree, but the reason that guy disappeared so quickly is because probably 10 or 15 different guys just went, "Schnit, get him," and they're so hot
yeah.
the food chain, it wasn't even a question.
And that tells everybody else that's sitting on the bottom of the food chain, Squid, what? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Never gonna fucking
Not even-
watch it.
I love
bro.
Squid.
Not-
Squid. I'm a big fan of Squid. It's so tasty.
Not even
Right.
Not even that. Not even that. Not even just that one particular thing, but just in general, you cannot partake
Oh,
in
yeah.
anything that is
No,
not.
no. If, like I feel like anytime you make this kind of public of a slap on the hands, it's not just about this. It's about the whole.
every. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have set down what we would like to see. This did not fall in it, along with all of those other things. Just make sure you keep your ass on that side of the line. We'll be happy. You'll be happier, kind of deal.
It's
Right, moving on, I think. Letty, how's
Yeah.
it going? Welcome to the chat. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
Right, moving on. I think.
Yeah, what's-
Squid Game guy. It's fucked up, isn't it? It's the only way you can kind of end the story. There's no kind of light way
It really
to
fucking is, dude. Oh yeah.
transition in. Right, next news
Like
bit,
it-
if memory serves me correctly, is Devin Sawa is in the mix to do a horror movie with the producer from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Nope. That's not it.
Yeah. So Devin Sawa, we recently saw him in Black Friday,
Yes.
which was
And the Chucky
Pretty good.
TV series.
well. Yeah, that's true because I still haven't watched it, so I didn't realize it until this article that he was a part of that. The article said that let's see, he's been having a hell of a run in the horror genre in recent years, appearing in the Fanatic, Hunter x Hunter, and Don
yeah.
Manchetti's ongoing Chucky series. And then, of
Mancini.
course, like I said, Mancini, thank you. And then, of course, in Bruce Campbell's Black Friday. And so now apparently he teamed up with they say kind of team because even he was like in the interview, he's like, I didn't realize how many people were involved in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But apparently they've kind of teamed up together to do a creature feature. Now there's not a lot really to talk about it. It's just the fact that, once again, he's in the news. He's going to be in a movie, which is awesome. He's keeping himself busy. And
He
it's Texas
fucking
Chainsaw
is. You
Massacre.
can't turn around at the moment without seeing him in something.
Right. Now he did kind of like give a little bit of a layout of his character. So let's see. My character's out in the woods, kidnapping hikers, killing them, and rotting their bodies to feed to this monster. And I pick up a couple of hitchhikers. It's just the three of us in this bunker. It's got a very psychological, my guy's almost like Kurt's character in Apocalypse Now, and he's gone a little bit kooky, and it's really cool. It's a cool project. Now the filming has wrapped, but like that's all we really know. We don't even know a title yet. Don't know when it's going to come out, what style of anything is. I think it mainly just he hit the news because, like I said, he's been in so much right here, right now, that it was just one more thing to kind of talk about him and his activity.
Right.
But I mean, like, I'm a fan of creature features. I'm a fan of him, so
Cool.
like, I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And the whole like, I'm rotting
like it.
bodies to feed to this monster. I'm like, you kind of sold me. So
Yeah, I was the same way. I heard that and I was kind of like, you have piqued my interest, sir. You piqued my interest.
My little demon, my little demon.
So Summer
Them
says, I
skin
thought
them
Black Friday
all.
was disappointing, but I'm glad he's getting work. He's a good actor. And he is. Like, it's cool as shit to see him all of a sudden just kind of like in shit.
I don't think it was disappointing. I wasn't like blown away by it though.
Right.
But,
No, I wouldn't say it was disappointing, but I'm just agreeing with the fact that it's good to see him actively back in shit. And I kind of missed him throughout the years. Like, it just...
Well, you're going to enjoy Chucky.
You what?
Huh?
You're going to enjoy Chucky when you finally get down to watch it.
Oh, dude, I totally am, because I didn't even know he was in this shit.
He's in it twice. He plays two different people.
Oh, then I am totally fucking stoked, because I dig the shit out of him. And I mean, like, everybody's like, oh, dude, Idle Hands. And, like, that is one of his big films, but...
Slackers, man. Slackers never gets enough love.
I don't know if I've seen that one, actually.
Dude, you need to check it. Slackers is so good. It's so fun. You need to check it out.
You just, like, you get those people that at a young age, you see, like, a lot of potential in them. And when I saw Idle Hands, it was just that. Like, he was just a really talented actor. And I dug the shit out of him in that movie.
Right, moving on. I think. Which I
Got
believe
some
it's
Evil
me.
Dead, Wormwood.
I believe it's me. So Bruce Campbell was being interviewed recently where he finally spilt some info about the elusive Evil Dead movie that is coming out called Evil Dead Rise, and he's given a pretty in-depth overview, shall we say, of the plot, which is supposedly dark as fuck. And according to iHorror, Bruce Campbell is the Evil Dead icon, which is correct. The guy can pretty much do and say whatever he wants. He is Ash Williams, after all. He is also on the producing capacity on the upcoming Lee Cronin directed film Evil Dead Rise. Campbell was asked by BlairWitch.de about Evil Dead Rise, and boy oh boy did he give an answer. It's a single mom who now has to deal with this book. Oh Jesus. Oh dear, I'm assuming that's the Necronomicon. Said Campbell, adding, these days it's more about the book. The book gets around, passed along, people try to get rid of it, they try to bury it or destroy it, and they really can't. Campbell said that it is already a lot more than we know about the plot. Surprisingly, Campbell didn't stop here. He continued and painted a portrait of a very dark Evil Dead film with no happy endings. If you don't want any spoilers at all concerning Evil Dead Rise, then please do not read the next paragraph. Campbell spilt the beans of the plot and may have dropped a few spoilers along the way while speaking to BlairWitch.de. Campbell opened up and said, so, Giz, do you want to take your headphones off?
I'll just turn down the volume. But before I do, I do like the idea of no happy endings and it all being the book's fault.
Okay. Give me a wave when you're... Okay. And if anyone else needs to turn the volume down if they don't want any spoilers.
Alert. Right now.
Yeah. Spoilers now. The family is not the same at the end of the movie. They're gutted. The whole family is destroyed. These people get possessed. Brothers and sisters, sons, daughters, you know. So yeah, it's a family affair. This one's a family affair. They're all related in this one. I think that makes the possession and killing your siblings things like that even harder, because in the original Evil Dead there was only one brother-sister combo, Ash and his sister Cheryl. The rest were just friends. Now this is all, they're all related in the household. Much more excruciating. Oh dear.
I don't know if that's really spoilers.
It is tonally.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it just kind of tells you the plot of the story. I mean, that's still not really. I'm sure a trailer, the first trailer that comes out, and you're gonna be like, okay, this is gonna be. Yeah, so I don't really think that's much of a spoiler either.
So yeah, dark as fuck from the sounds of it.
Nice. I don't know what it is, but it sounds nice.
Yeah, I won't lie to you. It wasn't the most spoilery spoilers of spoilers ever. It was more of a tonal spoiler than actual plot spoilers.
Hey, Cinema Reaper's heading out. So thanks for hanging with us.
Catch you later,
Bill.
Reaper.
Bill's heading off because he didn't.
Bill's going as well. See you later, Bill. Thanks for joining.
Right. Still be here if it wasn't spoiled. But see you later, Bill.
Now I will say, like, I I'm actually kind of looking forward to Evil Dead Rise because I caught an interview with Campbell, and it was about him hanging up the chainsaw and no longer kind of being a part of the franchise. And it was based on age and just not being able to like ash up like he used to. And like, no stress. But he was like really, I don't know, like he was really pumping the idea of like Evil Dead, like how it could be in like here in Rise a city, or it could be like it's just the book. I did an awesome thing with this character, but let's just focus on the book and we could have so many stories. And at the end of the arc, I was like, you know what? That's actually kind of cool. I'm kind of digging on that.
Am I the only one seeing the number 4 in the Evil Dead logo? Because it was film.
Depends on where you're looking at, dude.
Start from where the V meets the L in evil, follow the line diagonally down, and you can just make the triangle, and it's a 4.
I have not drank enough to see that apparently, or too much. I don't see a 4.
There is no 4.
Okay, thank you.
Just me.
I was worried there for a second. So, like, after he said that, I was kind of like, okay, you know what? This could be fun. Kind of that Ghostbusters multiverse kind of idea. We just follow the book, and there could be so many awesome stories to be told from this.
See, like when it comes to Evil Dead, I prefer the original because of it. I mean, it does have a little bit of comedy mixed into it, but it is a little bit more of a darker, serious tone than the 2 next films. And then the remake is like, this almost feels like it's more of the tone of the remake from whatever me and Carter had that whole discussion when we were trying to figure that out.
I'll be honest, just the idea that it's
OVR.
following the book around and the book is using it, and the fact that anyone that comes in contact with it dies fits for me, because the Necronomicon was the Lovecraft invention, and while the Evil Dead took and made it its own thing, this is almost bringing it back to Craftian roots.
Part of me wants it to always be Ash, always be fighting the book, because it was like, that's what it was. But when you look at it, it really was the book creating all of the issues. And so if we just kind of like keep following the book, because how can you destroy it? Who's going to find it next? It turns out to kind of be like an awesome franchise.
Technically, from a literary point of view, the Necronomicon could be viewed in the same light as the puzzle box.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
In the original stories, copies of the Necronomicon and people getting their hands on copies of it led to all these creatures being unleashed and all this madness happening.
Yeah.
But I will admit, it took me a second to get past my, like I said, my heart goes to Ash versus Evil Dead in the Necronomicon. But now I'm kind of warming up to that idea and following Puzzle Box and following the Necronomicon. Whereas, like, I guess Hellraiser just kind of like right there kind of made a blanket statement. Whoever finds me will have to deal with me. The Necronomicon was a group of people in the woods. And so, like, that's kind of where my heart always stuck to it. But with Evil Dead Rise, I am being more and more sold to, if this turns out to be awesome, I would totally be on board for more, be it here, middle of nowhere, whatever the fucking story is.
Are you kind of like looking for an anthology of the magical journeys of the Necronomicon, that kind of thing?
Yeah, like I really wouldn't mind it, depending on how.
You're pretty cool, yeah.
Out, yeah.
It's the reason that Lovecraft invented the plot device in the first place. It was used not in all the stories, but in enough of them that it garnered the reputation it would bring into the screen in so many different variations.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, if they turn this into like a, I don't know, I say American
Magical
Horror
Journeys
Stories
of the Necronomicon.
Right, like I say American Horror Stories just because it has so many seasons. But if this was
Don't
like a
sully it by
Necronomicon,
associating it with American Horror Story.
Do you remember when Lovecraft Country first got announced? The first time I heard that name, I in my head actually thought it was going to be a series of stories about the Necronomicon wandering in like Midwest in 1920.
Oh, how unfortunate we found out it was.
Okay, but you know what? I actually liked it, and I was looking forward to the second season. Oh, I liked it. And technically, as a standalone, you can still watch the first season. It doesn't really need or lead into a second season. But unfortunately, where there was an idea for a second season, I guess I can't remember if it was a writer or what. Or no, I think it was the director. I guess completely made the work environment toxic. And so like everybody just kind of was like, I'm not fucking doing this. And so season 2 got canceled. But as far as the first season, as a Lovecraft show, I actually kind of liked it. It still had like a lot of weirdness and stuff like that that I was kind of intrigued by.
Yeah, well, as I said, I haven't watched it myself, but that's a lot of the Lovecraft stories, much like with fucking Romero. A lot of the stories would have social commentary for the time in them. So,
and that's a lot like Lovecraft was. Did you ever get around to watching the Watchmen series?
No, I've watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay, it was a lot of like that, where, like I said, it was a good story, but it finished, or you could have had more kind of thing. So that's where I was going with that.
I need to get back to the news because Buzz.
I was just going to go, hey, nerds, news.
Fine, you tell us we can talk on Tuesdays, and then you tell us we can't talk on Tuesdays.
It's Thursday where we can talk. Number 1.
Yeah,
I thought just give you a quick reminder there.
No, I thought Tuesday was sidetrack day because we always sidetracked on the news.
I don't know if look, dude. Every day is sidetrack day.
Every day is sidetrack day.
Sidetracks are just you guys discussing different shit.
Yeah. I don't think there was a label.
If the sidetracks are funny, I'm willing to let it fucking see where it goes. Do you know what I mean?
To be,
because it went from Evil Dead to Lovecraft to Watchmen. It's like, okay, we're a little bit
the last news bit now, anyway.
Second to last.
Why? What's the last?
Worm and then Cage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Nick Cage. Yeah,
that's why I'm here, bro.
I did say it earlier. Did you like the trailer for Wormwood, or are we just going to talk about it?
There, queued up, ready to go.
Yay! Do we want to do a trip
with Wormwood, or do you want to do Nick? We'll do Nick Cage.
Okay.
Ooh.
We'll do Wormwood, and then we'll do Nick Cage. That's what I meant.
Sweet.
Might be better to do Nick Cage and end with Wormwood, just because sometimes when we do the trailer reaction things, it messes up. We come back.
Truth.
Not good logic. Yes. Right. Nick Cage.
Sometimes I make a good Spock, but not often.
Nick Cage. Who's doing?
So who has that pulled up? Same here, so it didn't matter.
I can do it if you need to.
Be doing it?
Nobody. It was kind of.
All right. Well, you picked it.
Nobody.
You picked it.
I don't know. I didn't get a sign for some reason. I'll do it.
You haven't talked in a while, so
I haven't talked in a while. I mean, my stories are right to be. I was saying because my stories were number 1 and 3 out of 10.
I was right down the end of the list. I still
haven't talked in a while.
Just,
so Nick,
make some wacky noises. I do a weird dance occasionally.
Well, yeah. Well, you guys are going off on stuff that I don't really know about, so I'd have anything to input. So that's why I was just listening to you guys talk, because you guys are doing it so well.
If it's stuff you don't know about, ask questions.
Well, I don't want to know about them. That's why I was listening to you guys talk. Nicolas Cage is going to be Dracula. Ooh, scary. Actually, I haven't even read the story. I found it, and then I didn't even read it yet. So, originally announced a couple years back, Universal Pictures has been developing a solo movie for Dracula's henchman, Renfield. Oops, why is that happening? Based on the original pitch from The Walking Dead creator, Robert Kirkman. Is set to direct the movie with Nicholas Hoult, who directed Warm Bodies and Mad Max Fury Road. He's on board to start.
Bad, but Fury Road is really good.
Warm Bodies is Chris not bad. Warm Bodies is not bad.
Okay, it's Chris McKay is set to direct the film. Nicholas Hoult is acting.
Right.
And he's playing Renfield from those 2 movies that I said. And this brings us to the exciting news today that Nicolas Cage is now on board the project. Even more exciting? Question mark. Nicolas Cage is playing Count Dracula in the movie.
What?
So Nicholas Hoult was Beast, right?
X-Men?
X-Men.
Yeah.
From
The young, yeah.
Yeah, you're
the
right,
young
because he
version.
plays-
Yeah,
the
that's
Kelsey
him.
Grammer version.
Okay.
Oh,
Beast was fucking when we started bringing in Jennifer Lawrence.
yeah, he's
So
in the
Class and all them.
And then Mad Max, he's the young fella that catches up with him.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
The Hollywood Reporter also notes that plot details are being kept in the coffin. Funny stuff. But the project is described as a modern-day adventure story that is comedic in tone.
I mean, it's
And
Dracula,
Giz
dude.
hates it.
Prepare
This
for
isn't
Nicolas
Leslie
Cage.
Nielsen. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, get ready for Nicolas Cage pretending to be Leslie Nielsen.
Right. Like, this should be like some crazy fucking Mandy shit. Like, Dracula, I'll give. But comedic?
I don't know. Nicolas Cage is Leslie Nielsen.
Says
so
with
kinda
the
interesting.
upcoming movie. Says with the upcoming movie penned by Ryan Ridley of Rick and Morty, said to be comedic in tone, we could very well be getting the most
that's not a hard
over-the-top
fucking call.
Dracula
You
on
hired
screen
Nicolas
to date.
Cage. Like,
It's kind of what you hire him for.
right. Like, could is not even a word in the
yeah.
fucking sentence at that point. We hired Nicolas
Then it-
Cage.
We hired Nicolas Cage because Nicolas Cage.
Then again,
Right.
So just briefly,
Is Nicolas
right? And I know technically in the books this scene happens with Jonathan Harker, but bear with me, right? Renfield is sitting there, and it's kind of he's got the wine, he's got the meal, and Nicolas Cage's Dracula comes over, and he's looking at Renfield, and Renfield's kind of like, won't you join me for some wine? I don't drink wine. And Nicolas Cage just grabs a bucket, pours fucking blood all over himself, and just stands there like nothing happens.
Oh man.
I am fucking sold. Book
Well,
it.
so are
Put it in
you and
the
Len.
cinemas.
Like,
I am
Cage
fucking
Dracula,
sold.
I am so in.
I am.
That
fucking
sounds like a
sold.
recipe. Okay, see, that actually sounds like a recipe for disaster. Like, I'm
I am
kind of
fucking sold.
in
Orsi,
that
welcome to
aspect.
the chat. How are you?
Oh, hey, best.
Cage as Dracula. I am so in. Said Letty, and then she said that actually sounds like a recipe for disaster. Lol.
I kind of feel like disaster. Like, I just
Hey, look. Hey.
what?
Hey.
Yeah.
Look, you're right.
What? Looking. I mean, like,
I'm
I
not
could see
disagreeing with
Cage
you.
as, like, I don't know.
At
Like,
all.
I could see Cage as like a fucking werewolf or some shit, but like Dracula, I could see him as a fucked up, crazy werewolf. All right, right? Like Giz, keep spinning. You could see it.
Yeah,
Ghost Rider, but with fur.
yeah. Except
See?
he's supposed to be crazy and a dumbass. Wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ish.
It could go way better, or it could go one way or the other. Yes, it
So
could. You never know with Nicolas Cage. Like, I won't lie to you. If it's Nicolas Cage
So it
channeling
says-
Nicolas Cage from Vampire's Kiss as Nicolas Cage as Dracula, I'd be kind of interested to see what the result is.
Yeah, because there is a paragraph that says Cage, of course, played a man who believed he was a vampire in the zany comedy Vampire's Kiss, but this will be the first time he's ever actually played the role he seemed destined to
I'm gonna find that
someday
I'm
take
gonna-
over.
we're gonna
Cage
play that
as
as a
Dracula
end
is something
trailer.
I personally
And Charlotte.
have been imagining for a long time now, as it seems like such a perfect role
Okay,
for the
don't get
beloved
me wrong,
actor
'cause
to
Charlotte-
sink his teeth into.
Because Charlotte says he does very well. in comedy.
Literally.
I'm not arguing that. And he rocked it and kick ass.
No.
Like, he's either far left or far right.
Whoa. Charlie said, I'm not sure Nick Cage does comedy very well.
Oh, I completely missed not. My bad.
Just
Oh.
briefly, best. Also, just briefly,
Carter
best.
read what he wanted to read.
I did. I totally fucking did.
Just briefly, Best, don't worry about it. We're happy to see you whenever you're available to watch us.
Whenever you are here, Best, we are always happy to have people in, and that is it. You show up at your own time.
And we're losing Katie.
Katie might be leaving to get sleep.
Last.
You also leave at your own time.
No, that was Bill and a couple others.
I thought she left already.
But
He'd still be here. You never know with him.
truth. I keep waiting for people to come.
If he was still here, we would
The
have heard from him by now.
last, the last
I
paragraph.
don't know. Sometimes I think
If
he,
we
like,
don't
waits,
stop talking,
like,
Buzz is just going to keep repeating the last paragraph over and over again until we stop.
not bad.
I don't know. I think
Buzz.
we can give him an aneurysm,
Yeah.
maybe. Like break it. Right?
The last paragraph says. See, this is what happens when it's like you guys say, "Hey, talk," when they're talking. Just interrupt them. They just don't stop talking. So then I keep saying the same thing over and over again until Johnny says, "Guys, shut
like
the
part of
fuck
the
up so
format
Buzz
now.
can read." Yeah. Okay. So, last paragraph. Deadline explained the project, which is being produced by Robert Kirkman. In the original Dracula novel, R.M. Renfield was an inmate. Trying to read it fast so I don't get interrupted.
What
And then I,
happens?
We
That
tend
was
to
like-
not interrupt you once you start reading because we know how cranky you are on air for no apparent reason when people interrupt you in a show that literally has been based on people just randomly saying shit.
I just don't
that
get
was
this
cathartic. I
CU.
actually feel really
I just
good
don't
about
get
that
this
now. Okay.
CU.
Read on.
oh, Jesus. Oh,
We'll tell you now.
What's
We'll
that?
tell
In
you
the
now.
original Dracula novel, R.M. Renfield was an inmate at the lunatic asylum who was thought to be suffering from delusions, but is actually a servant of Dracula. Plot details are currently unknown. Though it is believed to take place during present day, and it is not a period piece.
No.
The end.
Oh,
What?
no.
It's modern day
not a
wacky
piece.
Nicolas Cage as Dracula.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I zoned off. So Buzz
I'm now a little more in because they're in
No.
new territory.
I'm
No. Oh, I'm
gone.
no. I'm done.
I'm in.
Hard fucking pass.
I'm giving it a go. I can't
no,
wait. I'm going to give
I
it a go.
can't.
It might be bad, but it's going to be fun.
dude. Oh man.
It might be bad, but going to be fun. Might be bad.
And I'm
gonna be
sorry.
fun.
Like, how can you say Nicolas Cage does not do comedy well? Look at like Raising Arizona. That was fucking awesome.
Not supposed to be a comedy though, really, if you think about it.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, we're kidnapping a baby, but like all of the antics are like, but all of the antics. No, I'm like,
not a good
once you get
start.
the
Not a good
kidnapping
start.
thing out of the way,
know that.
you then have the antics to laugh about, like, you know, and the baby's never harmed.
Once we get the
so-
minor issue of child trafficking out of the way,
right,
Yeah.
you know, just get that little bullshit out the way.
Yeah.
Then you can like laugh at
Oh,
all of the
it's a
other
roller coaster. It's a hoot. It's great. It's like three men and a little lady, but on the road.
shit. Exactly.
Yeah.
You get it. You get it. Right.
I know.
You know,
And the baby's not
It's only
there.
one
And
there's-
that little
and you like
difference.
this, and you get this cool ass like Lobo character hunting him fucking down. Like that was funny. Like I don't know.
You. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I got now. You have a weird view on things.
Ready for the comedy of the year?
Yeah.
Get this premise.
Goddamn
People
Americans.
kidnap a baby.
I mean, what,
Hilarious,
dude?
right?
We watched an entire movie where fucking three guys are trying to kidnap a kid at the zoo. Like that turned out hilarious.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh fuck! You don't remember that?
And apparently neither do you.
No, I can't remember the name of the fucking movie. Hold on. Criminal Minds.
Stay out.
He's going to type in
Is that
what he
it?
just said,
Baby,
and
stay
all
out.
that's going to come up is CNN news reports.
No.
Maybe it wasn't a comedy. Maybe my weird distorted view on life
No.
turned a CNN news report into like a little short movie.
Yeah,
Why
no,
is-
it was.
Why is
1994.
Larry King on my
Baby
screen? What's
Day
going
Out.
on here?
Hooah! Damn it. Good.
Because it
Why
was
do I
Joe.
do this here?
Oh fuck! I can't pronounce his last name.
Joe
Or the
Mag.
guy. Magnatine. No.
Manglicini?
Not Joe Pesci.
Maglioli,
There we go. That's one of them.
Mongolia.
There we
Luigi
go.
from. Hang on, is it Luigi from the old Super Mario Brothers movie?
No.
That's the name I can never pronounce.
That's John Leguizamo,
Yep.
who's also in the
God, I hated
past
that guy.
and Spawn.
And lots of other stuff.
So much
Oh,
stuff.
good when he got serious. I could
Moulin
not
Rouge.
for the past. Yeah, no, we laughed at fucking Baby's Day Out, and that was like Home Alone in the out.
Right, okay. We're just going to get off the Baby's Day Out thing now. Oh, look.
Who
I'm
laughed
hitting the
at that?
Screen share option. Here we go. Look, screen share. Screen share.
So, for those of you wondering why we're going into screen share mode, it's because Wormwood.
I've waited
back
way
at
too
these guys.
fucking long for this movie.
Giz has frozen up
Oh,
just
when
as
you
he
Super
started the
Mario.
news bit. He's been waiting all night to do.
Dude, this film came out in like 2015.
Just to let you know, Giz, you might want to freak out lower because we can still hear you.
Yeah.
No, it's not. When you said you're back? No, we can hear
I
you.
can hear you, but
I'm waiting to hear the tablet go smash off the wall. Now you're
Yay,
back. Welcome back.
there we go. Okay.
Oh, that cracked me up.
Do you want to tell them what happened when I came back on the call?
What?
No, never mind. Okay, as I was saying, I'm fucking technology.
Yeah, so do I.
So-
No, I don't
'Cause
want
I don't
to
know.
I didn't-
You were the one that said, Giz, you might want to start like swearing a little bit lower because you're back on the mic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've
Oh.
heard you swear many times.
Giz swore. Surprise, surprise.
Fucking damn, fucking right, you fucking have.
We're going to get banned.
We're gonna get
Anyway, so
taken off of YouTube.
Wormwood is an Australian
Oh, snap.
horror zombie movie. The original came out.
2014, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, I've only seen the original. I haven't seen the sequel, which came out in 2015 called Wormwood
Excuse me?
Road of the Dead. What?
There was a fucking sequel all this time.
Yeah, in 2015 called Wormwood Road of the Dead.
Oh my god.
Which, yeah, I know. To be fair, I didn't know either until I heard about the latest movie, which the latest movie is going to be called Apocalypse. We don't have it's going to be released sometime next year, I think. But the trailer for it has been released on the YouTubes, and I took a look earlier, and it looks very, very interesting. In the film, let's see now. Luke Mackenzie plays
And I have the
Reese.
trailer here.
Oh, okay, cool. In the film, Luke Mackenzie plays Reese, who is a soldier, dedicated his life to tracking and capturing survivors of the zombie apocalypse for the Surgeon General in hopes of finding a cure. Over the course of the movie, Reese will team up with a group of superpowered survivors to save a young woman from death by military experimentation. The trailer is interesting if you want to...
Do you want to go into the trailer? Is that what you were talking
Yes.
about? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, as per usual. All right, here's the trailer. Step 1, put the words of the movie on the screen. Step 2, movie.
Yay.
Oh, starts now. Somebody man with some headphones in the zombie apocalypse.
Okay, so this is not
disappeared.
So this is not the sequel.
This is where you tell me you're gonna help me get my sister back.
I can't stop singing. I have to block the music.
So it was...
bodies.
Your audio's going in and out, kids.
They're terrorists. They're
So
killers.
the third installment then?
We
Third
need you.
No, very good.
Who's your sister? Oh, fantastic.
Oh, these pricks are still floating around.
You reckon
All
you
right.
can get us in there?
Easy.
Your
I'm gonna make
audio
this right.
is going in and out, kids.
So I'm gonna go into that bunker and we're gonna kill every last one of those sons of bitches. Fucking A.
Then there's a problem with your audio. Take a look at the way your head jack's in or whatever.
Oh, yes. It's one hell of a lovely skull. Good work, Reese. You dumb son of a bitch.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Why is nobody else talking during the trailer?
I was answering chat, sorry.
Well, you keep watching.
I'm watching.
That was zombies with machine guns. Interesting.
I mean, like, I guess you could just not like this is a fucking episode.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Fuck me!
Somehow missed the second one. I thought this was the second movie.
All right, there you go. That was Wormwood.
Fuck me! That's what
I am now pissed at myself that I somehow missed the second one.
Well, to be fair, like I said, I didn't know there was a second one until stuff for the third one came out.
I think I saw
What'd you
the
call
second
it?
one.
I didn't either. Like,
Stop.
I didn't know.
Because your audio keeps going in and out.
Still.
Yeah. I kept saying it to you during the trailer. It's not because of the trailer.
Yeah.
It's your audio going in and out.
Okay, well, I figured it was because of the trailer, because all of your audio keeps going in and out for me during a trailer.
No, I'd
okay.
imagine it's because there's something up with your headphone jack.
All right, cool. Hang on a second. Scrap. That fix anything, or is my audio still
You
going
have
in
to
and out?
talk for me to... Yeah.
I'm talking
sound
now.
okay.
It's just I was with. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the trailer
Oh.
for Wormwood. I'm down for that. That looks like some good old, just on the money Wormwood action.
What
Yeah,
did
I'm
you
not
say
seeing-
the second one was, Giz?
The second one was out in 2015. It's called Wormwood Road of the Dead.
Road
I'm
of
not
the
seeing.
Okay.
I'm not seeing anything regarding a release date for it, and I didn't see one in the trailer either.
I was gonna say because like I'm not seeing anything but a teaser short in 2017 called Chronicles of the Dead.
Well, I imagine that Wormwood Apocalypse is probably getting released sometime next year, since they're saying that the trailer.
February 10th.
Ah, there we go. Haha. Yeah, that'd
Google.
be fun.
It's a magical thing.
Not playing my laptop freezes up. and goes,
Okay,
"What?"
Google.
Which is what happened a while ago.
Right, that's it, I think, show-wise, isn't it?
Yep.
That is the last of the news.
That is the last of the news bits. So,
There's a lot,
yeah, let's take
lot
a
of
break.
information to
A
take
quick
in.
look at the chat before we go. No worries, Katie. Katie's gone to bed. Right. Yeah. Okay. So, that's
Yeah,
it from us.
we would tuck her in with a GoreCast lullaby.
Oh, the me singing along to the Wormwood,
I don't know.
if you want to call it a lullaby. I wouldn't.
She said she was going to finish watching us from her phone in bed, and I was like, "Sweet deal, then, Katie. We'll tuck you in and sing you a GoreCast lullaby."
Yes, very good, very evil.
But I oversold that
true.
because I don't think we have a GoreCast lullaby yet. So
No.
maybe a few
No,
episodes
because
later.
we're not for kids. Being the reason.
Well, no, but I mean, like you can lullaby.
Why are you looking like that, kids? Stop it. I'm not doing
I mean, like
lullaby.
you can lullaby an adult. It happened in fucking Big Bang Theory. Sheldon got tucked in with a lullaby, kind of
Sheldon's a man-child.
right, but a man. No,
I'm not calling
Katie-
Katie a
Is
man-child.
Katie a man-child?
That's why you'll find I prefixed the sentence very specifically with Sheldon's a man-child.
He was trying to correct me, and I'm just saying, like, as an adult, you could lullaby anybody.
His defense was Big Bang Theory, and then that's why he said.
Anyway, if you're new to the channel and you haven't been here before, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below as we're trying to grow the channel to the magical number of 1,000, where we'll finally be declared an official YouTube channel by the YouTube overlords, and we'll be able to monetize some videos until we review a Blumhouse movie, obviously, and then they're going to take all the monetization for that, as has been the standard movie practice at the time. For now. Also, we are over on Discord, and all of our other social media links are in the description box down below, especially on Discord, which we're trying to get the community going there, because I want to do some movie side things where we watch some flicks with you and shit like that over there. So hop in, have a chat with us. All the links are in the description box down below. We're going to be back on Thursday with our usual group chat Thursday, where we're going to be reviewing the new Venom movie, which is way more comedy movie than I was expecting, but I liked it. We're going to be reviewing Fanboy 13, which is a Friday the 13th horror movie where all of the actors from Friday the 13th are being stalked down by some serial killer fanboy who has a grudge with Friday the 13th actors. And we're also going to be reviewing Last Night in Soho, which is the new Edgar Wright movie, which is I'm
murderlicious.
Other than that, we'll catch you all during the week. We're going to be talking about some other sort of mad horror bollocks, and as we were talking about Nicolas Cage and Vampire's Kiss and him being crazy, we're going to leave you on a vintage GoreCast trailer from last year's season. Catch you Thursday. Night all.
Bye.
It's hot as fuck today.
What are you on about? It's lovely out.
Is that Nicolas Cage? We should go over and introduce ourselves, man.
I don't think that's a good idea. He looks like he's having a mental breakdown or something.
He always looks like he's having a mental breakdown. It's Nicolas Cage. We have to go introduce ourselves. Come on.
Man, this is a terrible
Hey,
idea.
Nicolas Cage. Hey, Mr. Cage. Dude, it's so cool to meet you. We're big fans of your work.
Well, he is.
What? No, I'm not talking about fairy tale love. I'm talking about a mature relationship. You think I'm a kid?
No, I don't think you're a child. I'm very confused.
Told you, mental breakdown.
You see what you laugh?
Oh, very good. Anyway, I'm Johnny. This is my heterosexual life partner, the kids. We do a horror show. We thought it'd be really cool to come over and introduce ourselves, have a chat, maybe.
Sharon. Oh, what a beautiful name. It's incredible.
Who's Sharon?
Really
Are you Sharon?
Neither of us. Telling you, mental breakdown.
Well. Just thought I should tell you. Okay. Let's load up my mind. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what?
Man, I'm telling you, his rubber snapped. He probably went on fucking method doing that Willy's Wonderland film recently.
Come on, Sharon.
No, I'd love to, but we really can't. We have a.
No!
You like that too?
Jesus Christ, that was weird as fuck.
Man, I am telling you.
You know, this gives me a good idea for an episode. Join myself and the kids this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. CST, and whatever that equates to is GMTs, only on American Horror. Where we're going to be talking about some of Nicolas Cage's craziest roles in horror, as well as reviewing Willy's Wonderland, which has recently come out. You know, I think he was having a mental breakdown.
Ah, for fuck's sake!
Don't forget, if you enjoy our Madcap GoreCast horror hijinks, we stream 3 nights a week over on YouTube, Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays, where you can see a little bit of this. Turd spoon, god damn, I knew there was something I wanted to bring up in the... God damn, I don't know what a fucking turd spoon is, but I'm mad to...
Yeah, pretty in-depth.
Most definitely some of this.
With a new 2009 twist. She pulls out of her vagina.
I'll give it to her though, because like, you know how like magicians kind of like do something and they pause dramatically? She took that dramatic pause.
And occasionally some of this.
Our favorite Halloween movies.
What's up, GoreCasters? Welcome back here to the GoreCast. Yeah, okay, I'm here. I'm back.